Welcome, everyone, to Constructed Chaos. I'm off-center, but this is where we run our D&D live stream every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. And for those of you who have taken the observant feat, you may know that tonight is not Wednesday. It's Saturday, because sometimes we run D&D live streams on Saturday. We are here with needles and threads tonight as we are getting close to the end of this campaign. Things are really heating up. So if you guys are interested in making sure you don't miss any of our future live streams, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And you can even become a member if you want to run some of these homebrew rules and content in your own games. We have 3 homebrew pamphlets. A lot of that actually came from this campaign. And when you become a member, you get access to all of them, not just the month that you subscribed. So we really appreciate you guys being here regardless. And we also appreciate our friends over at Tabletop Beard. Tonight I'm playing a ranger, so I have to showcase the Ranger beard oil. It just so happens to be my absolute favorite. It smells like forest, fresh rain, and leather. What is fresh rain, you might ask? It's rain fresh from the sky, I can only assume, but it smells really good. If you're curious as to what that smells like, get some yourself over at tabletopbeard.com and use code CHAOS20 for 20% off of your entire order at checkout. Now, do also check out your own comment from our last episode. A new friend, the Favored Odds, said, catching up on this series, it's really enjoyable to watch. Dig the spooky vibes and more Mabel. I can't agree more. We love a little bit of Mabel.
For his name, I know.
Absolutely will. I do want to say I checked out their channel. They look like they post regular content of like board games and just kind of hanging out stuff. So if you guys want to check them out, shout out our good friends over at the Favored Odds. Thanks for your comment. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. And do check out our friends over at Darkeport as well. They stream on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Central Time. So they have a stream coming up just around the corner. Right after theirs, we stream on Wednesdays. So you get to do a D&D doubleheader if you would like. With all that out of the way, I think it's time to roll that beautiful bean footage. Let's get this thing started. As you stride through the vibrant heart of Kinmatoro, the pulse of the city thrums around you. Aromas of sizzling delicacies twist through the air as part of a Sojishin festival. Laughter and the delighted shrieks of children dance alongside the murmur of the crowd. Your sharp gaze catches the fleeting shadows of cut purses weaving through the throng, each playing their part in the grand fate of Solim. Then, a sudden bone-deep chill grips you. A frigid wind claws at your skin, and as you turn, the sight steals the breath from your lungs. A monstrous storm front looms, stretching beyond the horizon, a wall of darkness to the unsuspecting. But to you, an unbroken tide of black threads, pulling, unraveling, consuming. Welcome back, everyone. Hi, y'all.
Well, thank y'all. What a great video, Alex. Absolutely amazing. Thank y'all, everybody, for rejoining us as we start to hone in on the end of the this campaign here. As you awake at the Wandering Wyvern, some of you have extra friends snuggled up next to you, keeping you warm in this drafty, for better or less, a makeshift stable.
Yeah.
In your ramshackled room, you're greeted by the sounds of revelry slowly building outside as the festival that y'all passed through yesterday is starting anew as the sun starts to go down. Although all of you took different routes to make it to the Wandering Wyvern, each of you were able to capture potential leads in your flight across the city. There might be factions you can deceive or persuade to aid you in the coming showdown with the final dark thread. What do you do?
Well, first of
Yeah,
all,
was
what
that-
kind of critter is in there with me? I want to know.
Roll a d4.
I was just gonna ask, what did we learn last time again?
I thought you might act that. So I wrote it down.
We all rolled one. Somebody rolled perception. Somebody rolled.
Yeah, but I just don't remember. I don't remember what if I learned anything and if I did, what it was.
I rolled a 2, but before we address that, thank you so much, Daniel Struve, for the 10 gifted memberships, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
What about that 20 you rolled?
Exactly.
So you rolled a 20 out of a d4 is what.
Yeah.
It's a 1 in like 10,000 chance, but it happens.
So actually, Hozoot, perfectly in line with your lineage. It's like a whole bunch of like Russian cockroaches. Like set up shop underneath you.
I would like to take a moment to, if I have any rations, I assume I would. I would maybe sprinkle them as crumbs and see how many I could attract standing completely still. My little antenna like twitching as they get close, and while they're feasting on my my crumbs, I want to ritual cast Speak with Animals.
Excellent.
Just, I imagine it's like a tuning fork. I'm trying to find the right frequency.
Right. So as you spread this out, and everybody is truly disgusted by this scene, where these essentially a giant roach is talking to a bunch of little roaches, and you spread this out, and you finally tune in, and you hear them. Man, did you check this out? This is top-notch stuff. Did you check this, man? Oh man.
Hozoot is pleased that you are enjoying his offering.
You see all their little antennas come up and all look at you like this, and they're like, "Did that giant guy talk?"
There is more in it for you if you would do Hozoot's bidding.
Well, I don't know, man. I mean, we're roaches. One day we'll rule this place after all you big folks are gone.
Hozoot agrees. This will aid you in that endeavor.
I mean, what's in it for us besides these crumbly morsels?
We already got crumbs.
Yeah.
You may one day assume the stature of Hozoot. You may grow to be Hozoot's size.
What? How you going? Then they start fighting. Me first. I want to do it. No, me. Roll an animal hand check with advantage.
Oh. And that dice is gone forever.
Aye.
Really?
It's made out of sugar, so the dog ate it.
Yeah.
Animal handling. I think I'm actually pretty good at that. It's a 17.
Okay. They're very interested. They want to know what you want them to do. What, man? Let's do it. What you want? What you got? We got you,
We
man.
got a nat 20 in the chat.
Whoa!
Thank
Dang it in vodka. Nice
Yeah.
at 20. Thank you.
Thank
we
you.
needed that.
Y'all are going to need that for sure.
We were empty.
Yeah. Oh my
Will
god.
Our current list of D20s just said sad.
It's just a sad face.
There's no reason to update it because the update's already in the chat currently.
Zoot wishes only for you to report back what you see as you make your way through the festival. There are plenty of goodies that may satiate your hunger. Hozoot will do his best to leave some behind for you.
You got it, man. And they're just like, it's like you turn the lights on. We're gonna do it. We're gonna get big like you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. they, all just, they scatter in every different direction.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Ways
nice.
for them.
And a 19. Yeah.
Hozoot peeks out of his stall to look at whoever's next. I imagine he maybe can see down the line like a few of you. He's like, how did you all sleep? Hozoot became a god overnight.
Ooh. Can you do anything with your new godly powers?
Hozoot is working on it. These things take time.
Cool. Keep us posted. That might be quite useful. So what did we learn?
Circling all the way back.
I know I made a bunch of rumors to people telling them that the lady that blew up the hotel, we did that.
That's right.
She blew it up to hurt one of the unspurred elites.
So, yes, that is correct. That is the rumor that you started. But I will first start with Abzaniel. Abzaniel.
Yo.
If you recall, you actually didn't do anything.
Moving on, no.
You actually didn't do anything when we were talking about like the different skill checks that I wanted people to make as y'all were going across the city. The reason for that is that you are still reeling from your encounter with your sister. But as you
Died a little bit.
as you made your way across the city, kind of floating almost, you realize that you feel at peace for the first time in a long time. You truly know you're now free from the Underdark. They're not going to send anybody else after your sister, after you. This feeling is permeating through the group, especially as you play your music for the group. And over the night, when you woke, everybody awakes to the sound of Daniel playing music, and you've gained the entertainer origin feat. Everybody has heroic inspiration as you awake.
Yeah.
Nice. That is a hell of an origin feat to get.
We were joking about that before we started.
You are on the nose.
That's good.
Yeah. So basically, anytime you take a short rest or a long rest, everybody gets heroic inspiration. And heroic inspiration for everybody at home, you basically just pick a roll that affects you, or that you are taking a D20 roll or a D20 roll that affects you too, right?
Well, it's basically any roll of any die. So like if you roll a 1 on your damage die, you want something better, you can re-roll that.
Re-roll.
You roll a D20 on a skill check, you can re-roll that.
Yeah. So, Abzaniel, that was your boon, if you will.
Wow.
Let's see. Tish, you remember that you were flying over the city. You were flying over the city, kind of by the more prominent area of the world or the city, and you eavesdropped on some corrupt politicians that were talking about the bribes that they were taking from the Imsford army to ease their passage through the area. You remember perhaps this might be some good information to pass along to the Empress Katabayashi, or at least let her people know. Yeah. Ennui, you remember that you started a rumor in the crowd and used your magic to alter people's perception of it, that the madam from the Red Letter Inn blew up her own building to kill an Imsford captain. You can continue to propagate this rumor, but you're wondering how you're gonna make it pay off for you.
Yeah.
Jose, you experienced the carnival only briefly, but you were fascinated and you feel like sharing the festival with the rest of the Weavers, because it might remind them of theirs and your own budding humanity. You're not just cold-blooded killers. You all are actually fighting for to preserve life and the balance of life. Jose, make a perception check.
Okay.
Really high DC.
You get advantage on these.
We have an at 20 in the chat.
And I do get really high bonus to these as well.
Okay.
Hey guys, how do we feel about a 21?
What do you mean?
He's at a really high DC. Knowing Brett because of his plus 83 on I'm thinking 25.
I don't know if y'all remember. It's been a while since we played, but like what I like to do is it's not a pass fail.
Mhm.
Like if you get
Degrees of failure.
it's a sliding
and,
scale. Yeah.
I think what I'm gonna do is take the 8, or sorry, I'll take the 6. We'll make it a 27 because I feel like that's
You needed a 28. No.
I'm gonna tell you right now. It was a 30. Okay.
Oh no!
But since you rolled a 28, you hear something whispering, kind of like a whispering on the wind. It's kind of faint. It's very far away. You look around. Nobody else can really hear this, and it is very far off, but familiar somehow.
Okay. But I know it's there now. Do you think, like, as time goes on, Hozoot might try to listen for it to see if he can hear it more clearly?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And last, Badger, if you recount during your traversal of the city, you also passed through the festival. Although you weren't deterred by it, you did see some cut purses and you heard them speaking thieves' cants, and it reminded you that there is a very prominent thieves guild here in town. Although before you joined the Weavers, you were not on the best terms with them. It is run by a very debonair leader called the Gilded Jackal. And if you remember, he not only is he prominent and runs the Thieves Guild, but he also has a thief's challenge of sorts that you heard about.
I'm good at these.
Okay. So, where are we going?
Challenge.
I will let y'all know in real life time, I've laid out a bunch of things in front of y'all, but depending on how long we take on everything, y'all may not be able to complete everything before the end of the session.
Okay.
Well, I did hear that some politicians were doing something shady on my way in. To aid Imsford, so it might be beneficial for us to let the Empress know of such transgressions to slow Imsford down. Ooh.
Winning the allegiances of the people of the land would be most beneficial to Hozoot's cause.
Probably
As a god?
That's a god.
As a god, person, bug thing.
No, I hear that there's all kinds of gods out there. There's pandas, there's raccoons, there's giants, there's giant dragons, there's dragons.
Surely you are pulling one of Hozoot's 8 legs.
Tell me more about this raccoon guy.
Cannon.
Badger heard that there's a local thieves guild, but they don't like Badger too much. So, but there's a challenge I'm kind of interested in taking up. I may look into that.
Why would you?
FYI, time of day, y'all got there early morning, y'all slept for 8 hours, so it's now about 3 in the evening. So, if that helps y'all choose where y'all want to go, Thieves Guild's going to be active towards the night.
Mm-hmm.
Politicians probably active during the day. The most people that you're going to be able to spread your rumors for whatever gain is going to be during the day, and for Hozoot, and the carnival is kind of just getting revved up.
Yeah. Okay.
I could go help spread some rumors. Kind of more my speed.
I think it also best that we let the Empress know sooner so she can stop it as early as possible.
That's kind of where I am thinking as well, because I can spread the rumor as much as I want to.
We can spread it on our way.
That's what, yeah.
I'm spreading it right now.
Oh, God.
That's not a rumor. Put some pants on.
And then you realize what the whispering is. It's Badger taking a little toot.
If need be,
Shall we head to the
Hozoot
court?
even believes we could divide and conquer.
We could.
It's possible.
I worry about if we go to the Thieves Guild at all. I think we should try to go during the daytime.
But it says more active at night.
Yeah, but they don't like him.
That's fair, I
Who
guess.
says that they'll that they'll see me. I can disguise it.
Okay, that's true. We could work that in. Yeah, we're all pretty good at that.
Yeah. I wouldn't be
I don't
going
think
as me. I'd be going as somebody else.
Right.
Should we make our way to the courts, and while weaving through the festival, we spread some rumors?
I definitely think we should make it.
On the way, as y'all are walking through the festival, it occurs to you that y'all are all still very wanted. So it might be prudent to come up with some way
That's right.
to approach heavily guarded,
Mhm.
palisade, right?
We could do the classic.
Bring one of us in
Baka.
as a prisoner. I can't disguise, so I can be the prisoner.
No, this is a bad idea.
Hey.
Yeah, I mean, we've got this disguises down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And y'all are definitely going to be more persuasive than me.
No.
Oh, actually,
I
no.
I'm very steely. I steal things. I don't talk my way.
I'm
Anything.
quite persuasive and deceptive.
Yeah, I'm
There
deceptive.
you go.
I'm very deceptive.
Okay, what do we do?
Oh, so that's what we got to do.
Yeah.
So as
Roll in.
Let's deceive.
I've again never walking in my own skin. Just Johnny Everyman walking down the street.
Your shape starts to undulate. Mine goes invisible.
Yeah.
Does this festival is it like just a bunch of drunk people, or is it like they got little carts where they're selling like masks and stuff like
Yeah,
that?
so there's face painters, there's masks, like you said, there's costumes, there's entertainers that are dancing. There are carnival games all over the place. Hozu told y'all about one. And Hozu, as you're walking through, this is exactly like the spirit of life that you were so keenly drawn to previously, that kind of separates you from like how your life used to be, where everything was like part of a collective, right?
Mhm.
And this type of individuality and these type of high emotions that you weren't allowed to have are allowed to you, and it is very drawing to you.
Yeah, like a moth to the flame.
Yes.
Ooh.
Also, you won in your other game you did, so you're
Yeah.
like, ooh, I want to win more.
Hozoot did not know that they gave things for free.
I don't think it's for free, Hozu. I think you have to.
Hozoot is that skilled.
You have to earn them through skill.
Oh, you're that skilled. Okay.
It might as well be free.
There you go.
By the way, Daniel Struve also just gifted an elemental emerald
Yes.
gem, or an emerald elemental gem.
What does it do?
It allows you to summon a water elemental.
Oh, wow.
So,
God, what
You-
level is that?
it's like a CR5, I think. Feel free to drop that wherever you feel like to him.
Yeah, I wanna buy some clothes and masks and stuff too before we get too far away from
It's
it.
a CR.
Yeah. Actually, I got a perfect spot for that. Thank you. Thank you, ooh, Dante. Yeah, no.
Daniel
Daniel, thank you,
Struve.
Daniel. Appreciate you.
We
Okay.
definitely do. Brett, maybe not so much, because I was gonna figure out how to fight that.
Okay. So, as we are walking through the festival, y'all hear carnival barkers. If you want to find a costume, you can definitely find a costume. It'll cost you like about 5 gold.
Okay, costume and a mask.
Can you describe these costumes? Like, will it come in handy? Like, I just want to know, like, just what type of costumes are they? And
So,
like, service.
Have you ever seen like the jumping dragons, where they jump on the posts and stuff like that?
Mhm.
If you want, you and Tish can like
Can be one of
7
those.
gold, and y'all could be the two guys. One of y'all be the head, one of y'all be the back.
Like you're making money off of this. In real
That's
life.
right. It's like yeah.
This is the
right there.
salesman
It's
right
like
here.
a regular costume. Tish was looking at like a Bushido mask and a floor-leaf robe type of thing. But then right next to it is like a giant dragon's head and a long flowing silk like cape that goes off the back of it.
if you guys in particular become a sort of bouncing dragon, you could
can
even fly.
Yeah, we. Oh,
Yeah.
dude, this Sam really wants to do this, but Tish will probably be like, "Ooh, maybe not. Best to draw too much attention to ourselves. We are trying to lay low."
Oh, that's a good point.
I really
that's a
wanna
good
take
point.
it, though.
Low in the sky.
Yeah, it was very much a hide in plain sight situation because as y'all look, there are like 2 or 3 of them, like in the crowd. Like it's
I guess so.
people in Soji, like they love this stuff.
What do you think, Tish? It's only
And
3
it
more
completely
gold.
it completely covers your
Only
head.
2 more
Right,
gold,
2
right?
more
Yeah.
gold.
Yeah, it completely like
Only 2
covers
more gold.
both of the people.
I'm gonna still get the other outfit because if we're gonna meet the Empress, and I'm gonna try to get into that.
Okay.
I need some kind of disguise.
I'm just
And
like
then
trying to
yeah.
talk Tish into it so hard that I'm like, I'll buy it. I'll buy it. and I'll put up the 7 gold.
Okay.
And you buy the other one for 5?
Yep.
Okay. And then do y'all don your costume?
Yeah.
Okay. So now y'all are a dragon. Who's in front? Y'all can both fly.
I think I'm
I feel like this is
taller.
I feel like this is a job for Tish because I'm just gonna like.
I think I'm taller, but if Tish would be like, this is you wanted to do this, I'm happy to just let you fly free. Follow your lead.
Okay, then I will. Badger will take control. Fair warning, I'm gonna just charge into
And
whatever.
Ash just
Yeah.
how do I connect this? He takes off and she's like, woo, woo, woo.
Y'all roll me a performance check.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Yeah. Not hiding in plain sight. Very visible in plain sight.
17.
7.
You're lucky in the back.
Going all over the
It's all about the head. This is whatever the head's doing. Yeah.
I didn't quite get the harness on
Yeah,
before
exactly.
he took off.
But it's very Badger. You love this. Like it's fun. You're making the head go around, making it dance, and working the jaw, and making it like there's like a little thing that when you open the jaw, it blows out like a fake fire.
Oh,
And
nice.
So you're like running around to the kids and like wow, and like doing that stuff.
Nice.
And then Tish, you're just getting pulled around.
I'm just trying to keep up.
You're just getting pulled around all over the place.
This is like making my day.
Yeah. There are a bunch of carnival games. On Wii, you said you wanted to spread more rumors, perpetuate the same rumor. Do you want to envelop it? How do you want to do that?
I guess knowing the newer information about, do you think you would you have gotten the politicians' names?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that then. Invisible walking through the crowd, people just start hearing in their heads their voice, their inner monologue that used to exist, gone for a brief second as, did you hear John took a bribe from the Imsford guards?
Ooh. Okay. So as you're walking, give me a deception check.
$19.
19? Yeah. So as you're walking through and you're popping into people's heads, you're saying these politicians' names, and you're telling them about they took a bribe, and perpetuating that. You see people start to turn and look like they're interested and curious, trying to find the conversation and trying to piece together whatever you're saying, like whatever they heard, right? And where it came from. So
Could I play off of that and kind of continue these rumors, vocally?
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That
That was kind of my plan to kind of help him spread the.
give me a deception check.
Like, did
You're
you guys
doing
just cheer?
Yeah.
That was weird.
You're doing that in a
You believe?
different type of way.
23.
Okay, so yeah, as soon as people start looking around, you're following right behind the invisible ennui, and you're following right behind them, and when people turn to look, you kind of immediately start talking. You're able to do it very smoothly, so they know exactly where it came from, and you're feeding them all of this juicy gossip, and in a crowd like this, in a city like
Two
this,
angles.
yeah, they're eating it up. Yeah.
So
Excellent.
to add to that, since we all kind of said that we were going to spread these rumors, as we're dancing around with the dragon, and whenever I see a particularly large group of kids, I'll be like, tell your parents John takes bribes.
The dragon's like mouth opens. And tell him that. You fucking hand him a lollipop through the.
Instead of like a vote for whoever on it, it says John takes bribes.
Smear campaign.
For the kids.
Yeah, you're able to help as well. Roll me a persuasion check because I think it's a little bit different for you. Yeah,
Damn it.
I think it's different because
No, it is.
Yeah,
No, you are very.
It also is very different in the amount of pluses that he has for those.
they're
No, but-
obviously like
Lying.
You're not spreading a lie, but you're like being deceptive, right?
What do you mean?
Yo,
Try not to let them know that it came from them. You're actively just being like, hey, here's this thing that happened.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I literally, if I wasn't invisible, I would be like trying to move as fast as possible into everybody's ear. Like,
yeah.
Sorry, y'all.
because of the awakened mind, I can kind of just do it from a distance as I'm walking.
I'm gonna take one of these 2 d8s and give myself a 13.
Yeah.
Don't apologize for that.
So, a lot of kids are like looking at you like weird, like who's John? And some other
It
kids,
doesn't matter. Just tell them.
who's John? And then one kid's like, my dad voted for John.
So your daddy's an idiot. He takes bribes.
Okay. As you continue through the carnival, there are a ton of games here, and carnival barkers are barking at all these things, at all these different types of things y'all could participate in if y'all wanted to, as y'all are walking through.
Hozut definitely wants to try and eye any stalls that might be selling food or have some sort of competition he thinks he can win very quickly.
So Hozut is definitely gonna be checking out the goblin toss.
Okay.
So it is actually run by a goblin, and he's sitting in there. He's like, come on, hey, come toss the goblin. Not me, but I got them other ones. You can toss them. And you see people get up and they grab like what is essentially like a flour sack that has been sewed to look like a goblin. And as soon as they pick it up, the goblin, although not mouth, it's a giant doll, and the mouth's not moving, but the goblin starts like trash talking the person. Like, you weak sucker, you're never gonna hit anything. And another goblin starts like Rochambeau, and like just getting inside of the people's heads. And as they throw, they're trying to hit a target on the other side that has like some bottles stacked up,
Okay.
and they're trying to like knock down all the bottles. There's also a couple other games there. You said about food.
Yeah, food specifically, Hozut is looking
There's
for.
a pie eating contest that is about to start.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hozut is going to put out a call to any nearby roaches. Spread the word. Pie eating at stall number 35.
You hear a very unison. Got it, boss.
And keep your antenna erect for any sounds that may be. I described the sound to them that I heard earlier, like a low whisper in the distance.
Oh yeah. I think we heard that coming from somewhere. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, we'll listen for it. There's also another one called Mage Ball, where two people stand in circles in a room and they throw a magic ball at each other.
Oh, I'm into that.
Yeah.
I saddle up.
Oh, you want to go play Mage Ball?
Oh yeah, what we shooting, Tex?
All right. So essentially, it is dodgeball, and you are getting but the ball you're throwing moves through magical means. So it is like your exertion of magic over it is how you throw the ball. If you ever seen the end of the dodgeball movie where they are standing in a square or in a triangle, they have to grab the ball and throw it, and then dodge it. That is pretty much the
Can't move your feet. Yeah.
Exactly. So you're going to be making a dex save and you're going to be making an attack.
Oh yeah, bring it on! Come on.
So as you step up, there is a what appears to be a battle mage.
Cast Eldritch Blast.
But yeah, it's definitely not. He's in a costume, right?
Oh.
But he's the guy who's running the thing, and he's like, "That'll be 5 gold, and you're gonna be taking on Alakazam.
Alakazam ain't got nothing.
He's the reigning champ. He's been here for like 10 games in a row."
Toss the 5 gold.
Okay, so you give him 5 gold, and he calls to the crowd, and everybody gathers around for this you taking on the champion. As the game gives way, you are both standing, and a blue floating orb comes up next to you as both the countdown starts. 3, 2, 1. Roll for initiative, real quick.
Okay.
Alakazam versus Alakazaniel.
Yeah.
Alakazam have an unusual amount of spoons in his pockets.
Ooh. They're all bent.
Got him.
5.
You got a 5. Okay.
Look like an insect.
As you reach for the ball, he goes first. He goes first, and he grabs it and he throws it at you. What's your AC?
18.
Okay. He throws the ball. He throws the ball of light, and it sails past your head. As the ball starts to return, you have a chance to throw the ball to hit him.
Yeah, come on now. And then what am I adding to this?
You add your spell attack DC.
Okay.
The modifier, not the DC, right?
Modifier.
Okay. Yeah.
19.
Like,
This ball catches him square in the face, unleashing this arcane turret that explodes in his face. Pretty benign, but enough to just blast him back into the padding behind him. And the battle mage says, "We have a new champion!"
Hell yeah.
Woo!
Hell yeah. Never didn't have it.
we fly the dragon by and we're celebrating.
As he walks up to you, he gives you a little. He presents to the crowd a wand that he took off of Alakazam. And he presents it to the crowd, and then he gives it to you.
Sweet.
And as you say "sweet," the wand makes a piece of candy in your hand.
Oh, a piece of candy.
Yeah, the wand has 3 little buttons on it.
Platinum?
Fireball.
Oh yeah.
As you say platinum, it turns on like a flashlight, and it's like,
Oh, not as good as the candy. All right, well.
Hozu thinks you should try girlfriend.
Candy.
it's very good candy. It makes really good candy. Okay. As we continue on, does anybody else want to play any games?
Hozu's definitely going to want to do the pie eating contest and try and, maybe make a lot of extra spoils for his small following of cultists.
Okay.
Cockroach cultists. Yeah.
As everybody gets to the table, Hozu, it's going to be 5 gold sign up for the pie eating contest. It's going to be 3 rounds.
Well spent.
It's going to be 3 rounds. The table is just loaded with berry pies, mixed berry pies. You and about 5 other competitors are loaded up. As you roll a stealth check,
Oh.
as you try and get your little cockroach friends
Stealth. You
to
say.
come in close.
That is a 21.
As you walk up, people are just kind of disgusted by your
The whole
visage,
thing.
and because they're looking away, you're able to sneak a bunch of cockroaches in with you.
Shake your pant leg.
Once Hozu gets settled, he starts telepathing to any in the crowd that would allow him into their mind, and he says,
We can not allow you.
"No, no, it's not optional." He says, "Do not look away. Hozu wants you to watch."
Look away.
You should tell everyone you're a representative of John the politician as well.
Oh, gross.
You're a stepson.
There are 3 pies lined up in a line in front of you, and 3 pies lined up in front of everybody else.
Okay.
As the carnival barker gets ready, he says, "Ready, set, go!" I need you to roll me Constitution saving throw
Oh man.
for pie number 1.
All right. Oh God, I'm bad at these.
Does it get?
10.
A 10 barely passes. As you start to grab this pie both with your hands and your little sir hands,
Yeah.
and you're like
Shoveling
shoveling
it
it,
in.
all up into your mouth as fast as you can. As you finish the pie, though, you feel like boom. So, but you're able to keep it down, and you move on to the second pie.
I like to think that like my little roach friends are all crowded around me, like, yeah, boss, yeah, give me some pie.
You're doing it, God. Go ahead. I'm gonna be as big as you one day. Roll me another
We're
con.
gonna have to eat a lot more pies.
Roll me another con save.
Shit.
Yes.
Is it worse?
That one, I'm keeping it.
So, as you start on the second pie, you already have eaten way more food than you ever eat, right?
Hozu's kind only needs to eat once a week.
Yeah. So, do me a favor and roll one more con check.
Not be able to keep up with the food.
This dice rolled a 1 before, and
Actually, roll me a sleight of hand check.
okay.
Yeah.
That is also a 21, 17
Okay,
plus 4.
so as you start to slow down, you're like shoveling this pie in your face, and you're like, boop, boop, boop. You start with your sir hands to like pass some of the pie.
yeah.
The roaches below you. It just slows you down for a second. And as you come to your third pie and you pull it in, roll me one more Constitution.
What is the flavor of this
20,
pie?
add 20,
This,
add 20.
they're all berry.
Ew. Add 20.
That's 17.
Close enough.
And a 17 passes as you steel yourself in your gut and force all of this down. As an
It's
insect,
for the betterment of
Yeah.
all.
Hozu is a god now.
as an insect, your
Through me,
internal
all things are possible.
No, through me, all things are passable.
As you finish your last pie, the crowd goes wild. They're cheering for you. Everybody's excited. You have won. They give you a small pie as a reward, and you're like, you're sick to your stomach. But as you turn the pie over and look on the tin underneath, it says that this will make you feel lighter than air. So if you eat this pie, it'll allow you to levitate for essentially like 10 seconds,
Okay.
2 rounds, if you want to do it that way.
Hozu stands atop the table he was seated at merely moments ago, and with his diminutive figure holds his 2 upper hands aloft as his cloak billows. He's victorious. And he takes whatever pies remain on the table, and he says, "For the people!" And he begins like kicking it off as the roaches swarm. And,
Roll a persuasion check. With disadvantage.
yeah, that makes sense.
You throw food on people.
When he's throwing them to his roaches, he's kicking them
Yeah,
I don't know that.
it's they think it might be for them, but it's definitely for the roaches. Persuasion, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, so good at these. Some -1 for a 10.
So as you give your grand speech and your cape is bellowing, all these people in the crowd are like, yeah, and they're like, oh God, they're in the splash zone, and they just like they're in the splash zone like a SeaWorld. The people in the front row just get covered in pies, and then all of a sudden roaches come up running after the pie and cover them. And people just start
John.
screaming and running away. So,
Swarm Keeper
Yeah.
Ranger for the
and-
win.
and as you have this moment of surrealness, both in pleasing your followers, the roaches, and also getting this type of notoriety. This is the thing. This is the thing you were looking for as you when you left your hive, right? This is the individuality and the things that make life feel worth it for you. Roll me a perception check.
Ooh. Yeah, I imagine like as people are like
You're
kind
not
of
supposed to be a god.
I imagine like as people are like clearing the scene from all of the discuss, he maybe gets to hear it a little bit
You're
more.
also standing on a table on a stage, so your
Yeah.
antenna are very high.
Yeah. Better reception up here. That is a damn. I know what the DC is now. I'm gonna live by the dice, die by the dice today. I'm gonna go with a it's a 22 total. So not quite the 30 that I need, but
Okay. It's not 30 anymore. Just FYI.
oh, it's getting better.
Yeah. So,
It's getting worse.
Yeah.
40.
The whispering you heard was actually the screams of an orphanage as it burned to the ground.
This time,
jeez.
being kind of closer to the DC, and you can definitely tell that whatever you're hearing, if you're hearing it like with your actual ears or your antenna, it's getting closer, and you can almost make out. Ozu.
Ozud is listening.
There's no response.
Ozud is listening, but louder.
Listen louder.
Okay. Let's see. You rolled your stuff. Okay. Okay. Are we done with the carnival, or are we going to try and infiltrate and find an important
I
person?
think so, unless there's
Uh,
any specific gems that look interesting.
specific gems that look interesting. There is a bunch of trinkets and jewelry and things like
I didn't know
that.
if you were going to use the carnival to give us the magic item.
Hell no. It's already somewhere else.
That's fair. That's
It's
fair.
already overridden something else.
Any gems look interesting?
Yeah. Anything with a tag of Daniel Struve on it. Yeah.
Emerald gems for any reason?
He's having a blast in the chat, by the way.
Okay.
He is redeeming a lot.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Where are we going now, guys? Any more carnival games want to be had?
Mm.
I got plenty.
I think
Are we still gonna try to go to the Empress?
Yeah, if we kind of meet up, I would kind of brainstorm with my companions here. Like, how do we get in the palace? How do we gain audience? Do we find someone outside, convince them to bring us in? Do we sneak in?
we haven't been in here before, have we?
I don't think so.
Ozud can sneak in.
Yeah.
Ozud cannot imagine many other ways for Ozud to get in.
Ennui's head becomes visible. I can also sneak in invisible.
Yeah, that's probably the best.
We cannot sneak in. You hear coming from the butt of this dragon.
But we can.
Is that you down there?
Oh yes. Yes.
We can put on a show for her.
Perhaps
At-
we are a traveling band
Could
of
be.
entertainers.
Yeah.
And then whoever poses as our
Every
leader
band needs a
would
roadie.
say, could pass the information along just as a, we heard this while we were in the streets. Ooh, you might be interested.
Not a bad play.
Okay, so hear me out. You're the leader. You go in first. What's your perception? What's your deception?
Not good.
So you're gonna go in first.
I like to think he actually says, so good. And you don't believe him.
Side check. It's a 19 on the die. 22. Yeah.
14.
14?
Yeah.
Okay. Something feels off. You can't put your finger on it.
A bunch of cockroaches everywhere.
Literally.
It's not the cockroaches.
Well, as I feel that something's off, I'm just gonna say it out loud and be like, guys, I feel like something's off.
I immediately am like looking around like, is somebody here? I poke my head out of the little butt curtain.
Is that just
You
like
roll a
a,
perception check.
is that just like a general feeling you're having? Did something?
I don't know. I can't put my finger on it.
21.
You
Or very short.
As soon as he says that, you feel that same type of something's not right.
Like somebody's watching us not right, or like there's about to be an explosion in there,
yeah,
and we know what that feels like because
Spidey
we just had
senses
two.
are like-
yeah, no, the freeze-ons. Like,
Oh, got it. Okay.
like something's making your skin crawl and you don't quite know what it
Like Han Solo, we got a bad feeling about this.
Mm,
We don't know
exactly.
what this is.
exactly.
I kind of just start like looking around like for anything that might seem off. Are we still in the crowd or are we?
You're still in the crowd, in the carnival.
I'm kind of
They-
looking
I'm
around
gonna-
for
I'm gonna-
anybody looking
well,
like they don't belong.
I'm gonna ask Badger. You want to take the dragon for a flight? Woohoo!
Sounds like a plan, man.
Yeah, I moved to put a wall to my back. You know, minimize directions trouble can come from.
No Badger to it. The dragon just lifts. Straight up. Later, Gators.
What did y'all say y'all wanted to do? What were y'all talking about?
Well, it's gonna kind of be put on pause. I was gonna say like, if we do decide to go in and try to meet the Empress, you could go in first, and then I can go in at any point because I'll be invisible while I do it, and then y'all follow in with the dragon. Me and Hozu
Like
can figure out
perform a
what to
little
do.
show for them.
Yeah,
With
yeah,
our
yeah. And then
incredible
like
performance.
while she's while y'all are distracting the guards, I could be like, in her mind, like, "Hey, girl. By the way,
I have a question for the DM.
yeah, I got a question because I can see like they're gonna be the entertainment.
Yeah.
He's a bard.
Yeah,
He can play an instrument.
I'm playing.
What's Ozu gonna be doing?
Well, I mean, Hozoot has trained 1,000 cockroaches to exist under his charge.
Zoot is the flea circus man."
Yeah, he's the little flea
my
circus.
God,
man.
yeah.
That's a good idea.
But the question I had, so this pie that I have that allows me to levitate, might I be able to levitate my followers instead?
Yeah, I absolutely. It would be way less of them.
Absolutely.
It would be way less of them because, like, you know,
Yeah.
you eating the one pie, or like maybe 50 of those cockroaches, and each get a bite of that.
Yeah.
You know what I
A
mean?
nightmare.
And they will fly. I mean, they have wings. They fly anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this way they kind of look like little alien spaceships, like because they're hovering, like. Yeah.
Dive!
Hozoot requires assistance from his most loyal followers, and he waits to see like what roaches show up.
There's all of them.
Yeah.
Like, all of them stand up on their back legs and they go, "Me."
As the whatever 50 of them were first, I'm gonna.
They're starting to form like little religious sects. We're like some. You're not as big of a follower as I am. Yeah. They're like, you don't love Hozoot as much as we do. Like, so I guess their small nature and their short lives are making them like progress through the stages of
Culture and
different sects of this like
Yeah.
cult.
This is gonna get
by
really.
the hour.
It's gonna get really interesting
gonna walk
if and when they start to bomb each other, since they can like survive
Yeah.
nuclear warfare.
That's right.
He holds out the pie and he says to the first 50 that showed up, Hozoot bestows upon you the gift of flight.
So
Different flight than you already had.
you hear a bunch of them say, "He has chosen us. We are the chosen." And he goes, and then they turn around. They're like, "Death to the non-believers."
Use this power to do my bidding. Sneak into the palace unseen and keep eyes on the officials there.
Okay, so they give me an animal hunt. With advantage because
And now all the cockroaches that don't follow you are going to see these flying cockroaches. They're going to become like demigods.
it's a
You created the
pantheon now.
Nephilim. Thank you.
Yeah. This is my very own little religious pyramid scheme.
That's right.
and all you needed was pies.
A single pie.
A non-natural 20.
All right,
Yeah.
yeah. So yes, these little cockroaches now become your servants, and
Jet fighters.
yeah, and that's essentially what they are. Like, they're stealthy. They're not beating wings or eat the pie, and they can fly around for like about a minute, I guess.
Yeah.
Because they're smaller, it lasts longer, type of thing. And they've
You were very generous, DM. Thank you.
float like little alien spaceships.
Do you remember me, Drazad, making the little mithril birds and stuff like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
from
yeah.
forever ago? That was the whole this exact situation was what I wanted to do, and then I actually read animate objects, and I was like, "Shit, that's a
It's garbage. This. Nothing
Good in
floats
combat.
anymore.
Yeah.
Nothing flies. Like, what are you doing to us?
So okay, clairvoyant says, so its casting time is. Oh, never mind. I don't know why I was about to bring that up. Its range and area is a mile.
Yep.
You create an invisible sensor within range. Blah 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 blah. And you see as if you were seeing or hearing from it. I'm assuming then that it's my like seeing distance. It doesn't see for a mile.
No, yeah,
It's,
it can
Yeah.
see wherever it's at, right?
Yeah.
You can put it anywhere within that mile, but yeah,
You're seeing as if you were in the point where that sensor is.
Is there a certain like limit to vision? Like dark vision lists 60 feet. So is that normal vision 60 feet?
Clear day
Clear
vision.
you can see like a mile.
Yeah, it's kind of
long as
ridiculous.
It's not restricted.
Yeah.
Like if you're in the desert, in a straight flat desert,
Yeah.
you see almost a mile away before the curvature of the earth.
Yeah.
So,
I guess I won't do it since they're. If I see, I'll start.
so the plan is to disguise yourself and then go to the palace, request or say like we're the band and like we're here to perform.
Oh yeah, no, I'm playing
for
and
the Empress.
fully just act like I'm supposed to be here.
Before we do that, though, we had taken flight to kind of get a better scope of whatever this bad juju we're feeling.
Yeah.
We might
Roll-
spite this.
Roll perception check, fairly low.
Just him?
He's the head.
One of y'all, yeah, you're the head. He's the ass. He doesn't see it.
Perception?
I say that I don't know what your perception is.
Plus it.
Oh, wait, better than
Pretty
mine.
great.
Go for it.
26.
That's a nat 20.
Yeah.
Buried the lead with that one.
As you fly up high in the air, and all the little kids underneath you are like, ah. They're very. Except for that one kid, it's like, my dad voted for John. That guy. You look
Somebody
down.
likes that kid.
You look down.
I
at
like
that
down
kid.
and be like,
Oh, you look down. You look down, and the kid's giving you the finger.
Yeah.
As you fly up though, and you clear the border wall to the outskirts of the city, you see that there is a dark cloud coming in towards the city. Looks like you've been around, you've been on a bunch of jobs. The weather here can turn very quickly, and you see that big storm front, that storm head is coming towards you, the city.
but it like this is natural, right?
Give me a nature check.
Obsidian weapon breathing.
Yeah, right.
12.
What's natural to you? We've seen
shit.
plenty of these before.
That means it's probably not natural.
Definitely just a
Or it
regular
was, and
storm.
now you just doubt it.
It's actually just a thundercloud.
Yeah.
Those are my favorites. I need to have our main party roll random wisdom saves again, just to put you on edge.
Well, but I can see invisibility now, so I will be as on edge.
Okay, so as we approach the palace, the guards on high alert and kind of looking for y'all already. How are we gonna do this? How do you want to approach?
Oh yeah.
I'm just staying under the
Wait, who
dragon.
do they know? That, okay.
I feel like we look like a certain flying
Do
bison.
they know what all of us look like? You, for sure, you're obvious. No offense. Yeah.
They definitely probably would not know Daniel because he's always changing.
Okay. Would they know me?
I don't think so.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
I don't
You
think
stay
he would've-
invisible most of the time.
Yeah. I was like, I don't think I've interacted with
They
them.
know about the Owlin, they know about Pixie, and they
Yeah,
know
I'd be
about
worried
Jose.
about. Okay.
All the ones that are that chose the fun.
Yeah.
fun
Right.
Species, we are.
Stand out, yeah.
My skin is like blue. I think.
Yeah, I'm,
Oh, okay.
I'm drow.
I'm in a latron.
I
just
don't know.
remember which
Yeah.
I guess I don't know that. in this
Sorry, I
world
said
there's drow or
fun. I
common.
meant more
Wow.
abstract and out there.
fine, we're
Like,
taking-
Well, that
unusual
yeah,
ones,
no,
yeah.
that's what
yeah.
I meant. Like,
But technically, it's not cannibalism.
No.
Again,
Well, that's not cannibalism if we Ozu's followers.
I mean, that's just accepted.
Do not eat my people.
yeah, I'm just playing
Heard they're good.
a hand
Fine.
drum, like doom, 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 doom.
As you
As-
as you walk up, as you all walk up as like
Exactly.
a band, the guards cross their across their spears in front of you. What business do you have in the palace?
I'll begin thaumaturgying. Introducing!
You have to.
Right, Abzaniel! Yeah, just here to bring the energy of the festival to our betters.
They kind of look at each other and they're like, "Were you invited?"
Oh, of course.
I never heard.
I quickly start scrabbling like an invite from the Empress, what that might look like with my calligrapher's tools from under the thing, and I whenever I'm done, I'll mage hand it into his pocket.
Do you think any of the politicians would be here?
Probably so.
John invited us.
Yeah,
All
John.
right. So you.
So yeah, he's the hype man. I'm head of the band. These guys are dancing in their, and then we got.
I'm hiding. I don't want to be seen.
Tools.
I'm gonna ruin it if I get
Brody.
seen.
And we'll say
Just hide, Ozu.
we'll say if this helps or hurts with Abzaniel's about to try and talk his way
Okay.
in there.
Nat freaking 20
Yeah.
for a 22. No, 24.
You'll
Sorry.
now have advantage on as you feel this kind of paper slip into your hand. You're like, I have an invitation right here, and you go to hand it to him. You have advantage on this deception.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's 28.
Wow.
So one of the
Do you
guards.
need a 31?
Yeah, no. One of the guards. Hey, it's a 25 now. All right? Like, it started far away, and now it's getting closer. One of the guards, kind of having FOMO, like says, "Man, you never heard of the great Abzaniel? Jeez, man!"
Yeah.
Like, and he makes the other guard feel real bad about it.
Yeah.
And as he says,
Buddy up to that guy, and I like slam.
yeah, and he asks the other guard to take a picture, and the other guard pulls out a pen and paper and starts scribbling
Nice.
like a caricature of
I
both
was
of
about
y'all.
to be really. Yeah, he pulled out a speaking stone and
Yeah.
snaps a pic.
Yeah. No, he draws a quick sketch, and it's terrible. The guy did like, wait, hold on. It's real bad. It's real bad.
Wait. We got a 20 in chat. You can take the 20 on that
I can't take
picture. No.
This is important.
Yeah.
Take the 20.
I don't think you heard it.
Yeah.
Guards.
This Rembrandt that they're gonna put up in the museum. So after some exchange back and forth, and they kind of check y'all, and with your really good roll, y'all are able to get into the inner courtyard. Y'all are escorted with another guard who was on the inside, who says for y'all to wait in the courtyard.
Yeah, we're just jamming.
The courtyard,
we're
the
cool.
courtyard is kind of resembles like at the Vatican. You know how the Pope can come out, and there's a huge courtyard where like all the people,
Square or something like that?
yeah, and like all the people can come out and stand there, and there's a balcony on the palace where the Empress, can address her people. She does it quite often. And y'all are sitting on the far end of that courtyard, waiting with your guard. It's not a very long time, but a woman by herself walks across from, in very, very simple clothes, walks across from the courtyard, and as she approaches, she is clad very plainly. She wears a dress, but it's like a handmaiden's dress, not like the dress of an empress. As she approaches, she deeply bows, and she says, "My apologies, but the empress is not receiving guests at this time. She sent me to accept your entertainment and to honor you, the great Abzaniel."
Do we believe that? Or is this like a Star Wars situation where the handmaiden is
I'll insight-
actually
I'll
the
insight check.
Empress?
You can roll an insight check.
What's your insight?
She got a
10. That's why I was
Oh,
asking.
You got
Sam
any
asked the
kind of
question.
thread situation? Is there any?
Her thread is taut. She is not a bad person.
Her
This
thread is taut.
Yeah. Well, that's what we say.
Yeah.
That's what Alex
A
started.
loose thread and a taut thread. Those
You
are
have
the
a wayward
two.
thread,
That's
a
one
loose
taut
thread,
thread.
a taut thread. Yeah. She is on her. She is on her purpose.
Okay.
She is like there is not a single.
She knows what she's doing.
There's not a There's not a single fiber that is coming off of that thread.
Okay.
Can I just real quick, because this isn't important, but Badger, like as we're going in and all this is happening, just under the dragon costume, I just don't still have like a weird feeling about this storm cloud coming. So I'd like to cast Druidcraft.
Okay.
Because I didn't realize that it allows me to predict what the weather will be for the next 24 hours.
That is a good use for Druidcraft.
While
yeah.
you're
I was
bringing
looking
that
at it
up,
for something else, and then I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, one of
It's
the
perfectly.
points. Yeah.
how far is this cloud from us?
It was like miles off. But yeah, have
But
you ever been
it'll-
at the beach and seen like a storm cloud
Mhm.
come in,
Yeah.
and it's just like this wall of like
Do we hear any thunder or anything? Do
Or
we hear-
cloud, yeah.
roll a perception check.
21 on the inside on the handmade.
21 on the inside. Let's see. Okay. She's telling the truth.
Yeah, I'm not making a fuss. I would happily bust it down.
Your Druidcraft.
Except Daniel does.
Your Druidcraft. It tells you what the weather's gonna be like for the next 24 hours.
At our location. So like it's not like I don't think the distance matters as long as like wherever we're at.
Mhm.
So like if it's gonna be raining here, it says
Daniel!
of like a
Thank you for another 10 gifted memberships, man. I really appreciate that.
Oh,
Thank
wow.
you so much.
nice.
Thank you.
You've been rolling hot too.
About to redeem some more.
So
Does it?
it produces like an orb
Yeah.
Mhm.
that like represent. So it might be like it says like a golden ball for sunny days, or
A
like a
cloud
little
for
cloud
rain.
for rain.
Yeah, falling snowflakes for snow.
So it's
And
like a
then-
little.
What is it? Read me the spell real quick.
Okay, you create a tiny, harmless sensory effect that predicts what the weather will be at your location for the next 24 hours. The effect might manifest as a golden orb for clear skies, a
Gotcha.
cloud for rain, falling snowflakes for snow, and so on. This effect persists for 1 round. So I'm casting it just like under the like just to myself under the like this big
And
dragon.
it'll
that
be there
we're-
for 6 seconds, and then
Yeah, I'm just trying to like I'm like what is
As
going
your
on?
as your orb starts to form,
Mhm.
you see that it is clear skies. It is a golden orb, clear skies, and it as the orb rotates and shows you like the next 24 hours, it goes to like a beautiful starlit night, and then rolls to a beautiful sunrise, and another beautiful clear day.
Okay, I'll keep that info just in my noggin.
Daniel, back to you.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to try to dominate the attention, basically, of this attendant and any guards that may be keeping an eye on us. I want to like take their eyes and put them on us.
Okay, roll me.
I want to
And
go into
honestly-
their skull with a spoon.
I don't know. Are you
Track
planning to sneak
their-
away?
I am.
Look,
Because I was gonna say like we're
Oh no!
we're jumping around and doing.
I was saying the 3 of us.
Yeah.
He is loud and as big. And
As she tells us she's here to, I'll once again introducing the great and powerful Abzaniel. And then as I finish, I'll just like step to the side to also view the performance.
would
I'd
we
like to
know
go
who's the
invisible.
stealthiest and sleight of handiest out of the bunch? Because I
Maybe
mean,
Y'all been
mine's
around.
pretty up there.
The only problem is we're the most visible
Yeah.
thing.
I know that's what's tough.
The only
I have eyes and ears everywhere, and I do have really high stats in both stealth and sleight of hand.
Okay, then I'm cool being under the thing. I got like an 11 and a 9.
Okay.
I was trying to, if we needed, but
I think you are better than me in stealth, but I
But-
think I'm
okay.
I think I'm in a
Okay, I need
unique-
you to roll me
yeah,
a
and I mean,
performance
I
check.
just wanted to make sure like I wasn't the only one that.
Yeah, you didn't.
Oh,
you,
yeah.
you didn't have like a 3.
You're not alone.
Yeah,
I took a
okay.
level in Rogue
Well,
last
then I'll
time.
just stay under there, just like, wahoo! Like,
No, you can roll. I want to message Hosu.
that is a nat 20.
Hell
That is a
yeah!
nat 20. for a 25.
All eyes are on you. This is the most. What are you doing? How do you perform?
Oh
What
man.
does your performance look like?
I think I start with the music, but then I kind of bust out hand puppets. And
Are they socks?
yeah, they're my socks. I got them pre-drawn, and I got a little mouth and some eyes on them. The googly eyes are a little uncomfortable, but it's worth it for the craft, right? Pull them off my feet.
One of them's
Little
missing a
wet.
googly eye, and it just becomes a cyclops in the middle
Yes.
of the performance.
So this is fine.
Your
And
mind is the most fascinating thing I've ever encountered. I don't know how you just.
And I go and I kind of start dropping the tale of all this tea we're trying to spill, but kind of make it lighthearted, like it's about another kingdom or another.
Oh, I like
yeah.
this.
Yeah,
Okay.
So, but really,
Subterfuge.
Dropping a bunch of
I'm
hints,
telling the
tying
story.
it back
About
to
this evil politician who
John.
accepted bribes and took down an entire.
John.
Yeah.
told this kid.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the only person who believed in John was a kid.
Fucking wand, man.
Like Shrek.
So not only do you draw everybody's attention to you, and you captivate everybody, the audience, the guards, some maids that are walking by who just stop what they're doing to watch you. The handmaiden as well is enthralled. But then, as you slowly have their attention and you're pulling them deeper and deeper into the story, and they're so enthralled by your craftsmanship with your sock puppets, it's almost like you subvertly inception the idea into their head of like
Maybe we do need to check
no.
up on
It's like towards the end they stop and they look at you and they're like, "Is this fucking play about us?" It's like they all kind of look at each other. They don't say anything.
Yeah.
They look at each other, but they have that recognition on each other's face as you finish your performance. Josu, you want to do something during the performance?
One quick
Yeah,
question before
yeah.
we get to this thing.
Okay.
How heavy is the front of the dragon?
It's not heavy. It's like paper mache kind of. So it weighs like maybe 20 pounds or something like that.
Too much.
Oh, I go.
Oh, you were trying to mage.
I was gonna mage hand it so he could go away. He could go like pretend
I-
like it's
I
still
would say-
moving around.
I would say if you wanted to try and do that, you could roll Arcana check, but it would probably be a disadvantage.
I would try to do that. Yeah.
Could I like pick
So
up
that he
on
can-
what he's putting down and me cast
I have
mage
mess-
hand to help his as
Well,
well,
the-
so that
The problem is
When
you have
you
to be
walk
within 30
away-
feet of it. And when
yeah,
you walk away, it's
oh,
gonna
yeah.
So try.
I'm gonna get that.
Oh no! I have a +8 to Arcana, so that's
No.
a dirty 20 with disadvantage.
You're able to find just the right balance point
Yeah.
where like this heavier thing is being perfectly balanced on the mage hand, and then Badger, you feel the head is now being supported away from you as Tish is like poking you in the butt.
I've got
going,
message. I'd be like, "You're free to go."
Go ahead, Hoju.
Hozut wants to try and like sneak away while all the eyes are drawn. And maybe spy a roach that's hovering like in the atmosphere, call them down, and say, "What have you seen, my child?"
So when this roach comes down, immediately looks different. Okay.
Oh.
He's wearing a tabard that is emblazoned with your face on it. He is wielding what appears to be a giant wooden greatsword, and it appears
You have a paladin cockroach.
and it appears like he like as he comes down, he like hits his chest and he's like, "Yes, my lord."
I want plushies.
Hozut seeks the empress of this land. She is a fellow deity.
Oh yeah. I'll go find her. He flies off.
Report back as soon as you're able.
Okay.
I'll give.
He'll come back in like probably like 5 minutes.
Okay. Does that mess things up?
No. It's just a. How long does it? Oh, it lasts for an hour. Never mind.
Yeah.
Invisibility? Yeah.
I'll as Hozut. I'm assuming he's
I'm kind of give everybody opportunity to do things while Daniel's got everything.
Yeah.
The socks haven't come out yet.
Yeah.
We're still playing the music.
We're still on the music section.
Yeah.
Wait till them socks come on.
I'll give a quick pat on the back, or I mean, since he's trying out, he's probably like a quick
Yeah, he's in a
back
bush
outside.
somewhere, and you.
Yeah, I pat the bush. I cast invisibility on Hozut, and then I will also cast Awaken Mind with him, so I can talk to him within 7 miles or something like that.
Even though he's invisible.
It's like a crazy range, whatever it is.
I like to imagine, you've really only gotten the thoughts that Hozut has projected up to this point, but now that you've done Awaken Mind, you can hear his every breath as he...
Is it unsettling breathing?
Yeah.
or is Hozut one of the breathe in?
Yeah.
Yeah. Think about breathing. It's not a semantic thing.
It's a separate mind that he has in his skull that
I
controls the breathing.
This better be worth it. My breathing starts to match Hozut's.
Just trying to mask it.
And I'll just let you know that if y'all do find any information, or just to if your roaches do, I know they can communicate to you, but also to communicate it to me so that I can do my "we're done here now" thing.
Hozut will be the first to hear of it. You will be the second.
Wonderful. Technically the third, because your followers will be the first, but
They are less than us.
Okay.
Anwi's like,
So-
no, you're right.
You're trying to slip away.
At this stage, I'm invisible, and I want to stay hidden until that roach comes back.
And then
As soon as I feel
roll me a
the
stealth check.
Yeah, as soon as I feel that mage hand kind of lift.
Where are
up,
you going?
I am going.
Dump him off in a bush.
I'm gonna search for the Empress. I'm also, but if I find the Empress, I don't want to immediately run up to. Hey! I'm kind of just checking. One, I'm checking for things that are interesting enough to steal, but mostly just trying to figure out what's going on. Where's the Empress and why isn't she?
Oh, I've enabled a klepto.
I don't know if that counts.
Yeah.
It was.
No, I just reroll. Yeah, it was on top.
Unacceptable, you're fired.
I mean, either way, it's a stealth.
Yeah.
+9, so 28.
Yep, you're definitely able to sneak away. And you're heading towards the palace?
Oh yeah, because we're in the courtyard. Yes, the palace.
As you approach the palace, you walk over a couple small
Roaches?
no, not roaches.
Yeah.
You walk over a couple small bridges that have and you pass by a circular koi pond. There are orange koi ponds. There are orange koi in there, and then there's silver koi in there.
Ooh.
And it's kind of poetic. It makes a circle, and there's bridges that go to the little island in the middle and help you cross the courtyard. It's poetic, just like the sun chases the moon and vice versa. These koi fish do the same in this circular pattern.
Kui and La.
The silver koi look valuable.
Do as much as a giant fish. So
It's not a.
So think about it. Yeah. Think about it this way: you could definitely steal this thing, and it's definitely worth a lot of money. But what the hell? Who are you gonna sell this to? That's you were like, yeah, I can grab this thing, but then you're like, but what do I do with it? It's
Okay.
You ever seen a koi fish? They're
Especially with badgers.
feet.
They're about as big
3
as
feet.
badgers.
They're like
3 feet.
this. Yeah, but think about how big badger is.
Yeah.
Strap it to me.
Yeah, exactly. And
It'll strap you to its back.
yeah.
Yeah.
You could ride this thing almost like a
Like a dolphin.
Yeah.
You're on a whale.
Ride it into battle next to Hozut's roaches.
Once I realized that, I'm like, and I'm just
Yeah.
gonna keep going.
and you fly up to the palace. You can fly, right? Yeah, you fly up to the palace, and I guess you fall. I can't fall straight down. As you start looking for windows and stuff like that, and you see guards are posted all around the palace, and you start checking in the windows. You fly in the exact opposite way. A little cockroach, and then a little cockroach who's also checking windows. And as he sees you, he's like, Are you a non-believer? Like, you hear it in your head. Non-believer! And this little cockroach comes right by you and just swings at you a little wooden sword and swings it at you.
This has escalated so quickly.
And when it connects, you feel like a little.
Why we think it's our action.
You feel like a little. You feel when it connects with you because it's impossible to miss you. You feel this little like, psh, of like radiant damage. You think?
Oh my god.
On your arm or something. What do you do?
I'm gonna like. Well, I've seen the roaches. Well, Hozoot's told us about the roaches.
He said he was a god.
Yeah.
This roach, 18 generations in already.
We also saw him feed some of the roaches pie.
Okay.
Yeah. This roach is not the one that I sent. This is like his descendant.
He's already passed this quest.
I will complete my father's charge. Yeah.
The effects of the pie have
Oh my
gone down
God,
8
yeah.
generations.
Well, knowing that Hozoot,
And all you hear is squeaks like.
Ooh, don't make that
just
noise.
knowing that like Hozoot has like an army of
You hear
of
you
roaches.
hear him clear as day from across the courtyard. Death to the non-believers!
Hozu doesn't know what he's talking about, so he's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, get him.
Yeah, death to the Sorry.
Just knowing that like this is one of Hozoot's crazy roach followers, I'm just gonna be like, what the hell are you doing? Get back to what you were doing. I'm going this way. Don't worry about me. And I'm just like,
Praise
going, and then mentally make a note like, I gotta talk to Hozoot about these damn roaches, man.
Hozoot's getting out of control.
Do you rebut like?
I'm not gonna hit the roach. I don't want to kill the roach.
Okay.
I want him to do his thing.
Well, he keeps coming after you.
Oh, he won't listen to me.
Well, you can't communicate with him.
Oh, because he can't understand.
I will if I'm hearing this in my mind, I will try to convey a message to the roach. Do not forget your charge, my child.
What do you do?
I'm just gonna
Complete your mission
I'm gonna
first.
try to like just ignore the roach if he keeps coming
It's
at
like,
me.
he's like making his way towards your head, like eyes and stuff.
Oh, like trying to stab my eyes out.
Yeah.
This is probably like hundreds.
Said death to the non-believers.
Okay. Well, I mean, if he's
Or my lord, Hozoot. What do you do?
but I can't understand.
No, you
what
just
he's
hear a
saying,
bunch
right?
of chittering.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then once I see him coming at my eyes, I'm just gonna go.
Roll
Oh,
attack.
rip in peace.
Roll attack.
If you're just gonna be poking me in the sides, then
A follower becomes a martyr.
No spare the time. Bring it to me.
wait. You said
I mean,
Roll
I do
attack.
too.
oh attack roll. Wait,
But I'm not gonna.
7.
Like a unarmed attack.
Okay.
Go to action.
Yeah. Oh wait.
You just do straight
That
damage.
one.
You add 4 to whatever. Yeah.
Duh.
Cool. He hits it.
22.
As you go to swat it, it's actually pretty fast. All right, but one hand does catch it, and I mean, just you knock this thing flying way across the courtyard. As you see it hit the wall, and then it just kind of skids down for a little bit, and then as it's falling to the ground, you see it starts like, and it kind of starts making its way to Hozu across the courtyard.
Okay, good. So I didn't kill him.
You didn't kill him. You just maimed them bad.
Okay, cool.
This is his last mission.
And then Hozu, as you see this little guy struggling to come towards you, he can sense where you are, and as he finally comes in, and I know you're invisible, but he lands
see
on
him.
he lands on the ground in front of you. He's like, "My lord, save me!" And then like in his death throes, he goes, "She is the empress," and then he's pointing back at the handmaid.
It's a Star Wars thing.
Yeah,
I'm-
and as he dies in your hands, we're gonna take a break.
Awesome.
Let Brett quickly write out some more roach stuff.
Guys, we're going to be back in about 10 minutes. Don't go nowhere. You're not going to want to miss this. See y'all in a bit. Okay, bye.
Awesome.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
Oh, terribly sorry. I didn't know anyone would be here while the stream was running. Give me a moment to tidy up. It's much better. Well, while you're here, we might as well take a moment to thank all of our members for supporting the channel and bringing this stream to life. A huge thanks to Tides of Mo, Brett Venable, Tabletop Beard, Grim Reaper, Atmos Seeker, Justinian of Darkport, Angel Jobert, XIVM, Corey of Darkport, Angel of Darkport, Drazadi, Anthony Pace, Memebot 69000, Dutin 103, Devin Beard, Zebek Longfang, Lil Tired, Jason Miller, Defiant Chaos, Wilfreda Figueroa, Ruby Rod, Sam Huffpower, Daniel Struve, Agile Monk, Polyfuss, Moogie La Rat, Individualism Incarnate, Nicole F, Old Greyman, David Sharp, Christian Burgess, Cognoscente, Ryan Stover, Raider Black, Jelly Buns, Almighty Zeus, David Bennett, Andrew Matthias, Athicorn, Jim Gibbs, Sarah Whittaker, Samurai Knight, Charlie Gardner, Justin Jannels, Bob Zippity, Jerry Williamson, Gustavo Bolivar, Ashes, The Rowan Portal, Wabu Seeker, Stevie G, Mr. Owl Gamer, Bakurai Kizu, Justice Keats Fitzgerald, JJ the Phoenix, Matthew Shigio, Ebelitz, Todd Twilly, Everett McMahon, Ironbeard DM, Moon Goose McQueen, Alton 005, Kendrick Valentine, Teoman Kinscanel, T.I. Block, Ace Sight, Henry Akanosho, Lufail, Wild Song, Urban Commando, Evan Aristogabe, Cabbage Cat, Jin Jam, Colt Nomad, Werbear, Jace, Elendor, Kurt Day, Jude Ashett, Nick Dyson, J. O'Hare, Blade Roller, Niz, Mr. Geoton, JC93, Replicator 5th, Homestick, Liminal Entity, Matthew Aguirre, HD Siles, Goomy Knight, Jason 96, Iggylicious, JJ Sasquatch, Daniel J. Colby, Fables D20, Apocalypse Dan, Fajar M, Padfoot, Hatter 101, Nia Yuki, Wisdra, Chance Brewer, Mike G, A Bat Boy with Internet, Oncoming Traffic, Ryan Hereth, Luso American, Frederico Navarro, Spork Saber, Dice Quick, Leo Hale, Bardic Aggro, Duncan Massey, Ira Wing, Damon Moore, Max T, Misfit, Renee Asma, Monster's Mother, Biscuits and Gravy, Fated Caliber, Jasco, Trevor Neal, Kathy Evans, Gideon X, Little Cute Maple, Rice in Soup, Bubbly Cooper Support, Mishi Kapua, Joseph Pratt, Fallen Knight, Adam, Chuck, Brian Caprera, Autolife, Havoc, Martin Webb, Chris G, Gary Flagler, Curtis Ellis, Majority of One, Ambitious Hayden, Super Thorko, Tana Lefalette, Sildari, Aaron Barogan, Triforce Samurai, Avery Cunningham, Dadbud Napgood, Redacted, The Azure Sky, Bacon and Vodka, Elijah Lloyd, DM Greg, Terrence Thompson, Big Head Bro, O4C, Thomas Imish, Core, Killer Kitty, Lions, Joshua Cutter, High Sierra, Turt Zulz, Leonidas Kyra, MJR, Nicklon Oxendean, Wayne Webster, Aaron B, Hero G9000, Mini Warlord, John Shearer, Maze, Frederick Bolton, Rub My Beard, Carmine Graves, Ninja King 365, Mysterious Observer, Brett Gidry, Donna Janvo, Craig H, Jaden Thomas, Kaladi, Mitkel Storian, John Washburn, State of the State, Rick D, Coddle, Kyrie Williams, Jeremiah Larrabee, L. McKinsey, Dead Reckoner, Gooby Shop, and Prodigy X40. You know, members get tons of unique benefits as well, like these weekly shoutouts and emojis that they can use in the stream chat, and a heaping helping of chaos points that can be used to, well, perhaps it's better to show you.
The most exciting feature for our live streams has come to YouTube. You can now roll dice live to help us in our adventures by using chaos that's built up by watching and interacting with the stream. All you need to do is keep an eye out for earning instructions that appear on our stream, and then spend those points by typing in the commands that correspond to the dice you'd like to roll. This feature is always available, no matter what campaign we're playing in, so be sure to hop in and help out our players because, well, they're gonna need it. Greetings, viewers.
Bramble Backfoot hopping by to let you know about our monthly homebrew packets issued to all those brave enough to join the ranks of our prestigious order. With a plethora of items, monsters, mechanics, and more, it's easier than ever to bring chaos home to your table. So become a member and let's fight the forces of evil together. Thank you. You're all too kind, and the drinks are on me tonight. Ha 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 ha! Oh, you must not have enabled gifted memberships. Let me show you how. Ha 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 ha! What you'll want to do is make your way over to our channel page and then add /allow_gifts. From there, you can turn on the toggle for free stuff and join in the chaos. Ha 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 ha! Now for my next tune, a little ditty about a dead necromancer named Pinky.
Hello, Drazad here. Oh my god, you have got to come check out all of our wares. We have so many different things. Help support the stream and get yourself some new magic items as well over at the Constructed Chaos store.
Greetings to all my bearded brothers out there. I'm Alex, also known as Constructed Chaos on YouTube, and I'm here today to tell you a little bit about my friends over at Tabletop Beard. This family-owned beard oil company is run by 3 brothers that have combined 2 great loves of mine: tabletop RPGs and beard care. And it makes a lot of sense because, as I'm sure many of you know, growing and maintaining a healthy beard can be an adventure all its own. I started my quest back before I was even on YouTube, and I guess you could say I was stuck at level 1 for a while, constantly itching my way through life with a wild and unkempt beard and just trusting hairspray and regular shampoo to get the job done. Believe me, I was rolling nat 1s on just about every charisma check I made at that point. But eventually I started trying various beard care products like oils, butters, and balms, and I found some that worked well enough, but none of them really tied into my backstory. Not to mention my wife was constantly complaining about the smell. Then I was put on to the products from Tabletop Beard, and let me tell you, it was a match made in heaven. Or hell, depending on what kind of flavor you prefer. These guys use a premium oil blend of meadow foam seed, rosehip, golden jojoba, argan, avocado, and sunflower oils to create the most high-quality product that contains no cheap filler or artificial oils that you typically want to steer clear of. And each scent has been expertly crafted and matched to a familiar TTRPG style, so you know exactly the kinds of vibes you're putting out without the scents being too mundane or too overpowering. To top it off, all their products, oils, butters, and balms are made in small batches, so the quality control is top-notch, and so is the customer service. They're always looking for new ways to meet and exceed customer needs, and I've even heard that they have some new ideas cooking up behind the scenes. So consider this your session 0 and take some time to check out Tabletop Beard today. Truly, they're the only starting equipment that you need for your own successful beard care journey. Bear Dritz here, letting you in on a little-known ranger secret that'll keep you satiated in the wild, even when you have no rations left. Ew, not that. I'm talking about subscribing to the channel and hitting that bell icon. It's easy to miss the signs of a stream going live if you're not prepared. So make sure to do that and... What was that? Hold it right there, adventurer. We're looking for some deviants that refuse to like this video while they're still watching. You wouldn't happen to know anything about this heinous crime, would you? Well then, as you were, but stay out of trouble.
In a world of darkness exists Geramentum, a beacon of hope in the realm of Terra. Our heroes, all with unique pasts, live here and are connected by a common destiny to protect the dream. Welcome to Darkeport, an actual play production company Our inaugural dark fantasy D&D campaign, Gold, Green, and Red, is inspired by the lived experience of War Medic and GM Angel Gamble. Subscribe to us now on YouTube. Live episodes stream every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central.
It appeared out of thin air when they found it, as if by the will of the plains themselves. A curious and mysterious bauble that has turned up time and time again throughout the ages. Some have studied it all their lives, hoping to unravel its uniquely fascinating magical properties. Many more have used its power for their own, though all falling victim to fate in the end. Now, it calls to you, by chance, by destiny, by desire, it matters not. It calls to you, and it calls to be cast from your palm, so that it might deliver unto you the unknown wonders held within.
How much longer are they going to... excuse me. Are they still not back? Wait there just a moment. I'll fetch them for you. The little chaos gremlins. You have people waiting, you know!
Welcome back.
Hey, welcome back. So, thank y'all. Thank y'all for sticking around after the break. But as we rejoin our heroes, yeah.
High intrepid
Hey,
hero.
normally this is a very hate weaver table.
Yeah.
Here now we are the heroes.
Yeah. Oh,
Look, nobody's a villain in their own
Yeah.
story, right?
Zoot, very solemnly, you watch your Roachadin take its last dying breath as it outstretches a little arm towards the handmaiden that is still being enthralled by Abzaniel's tail.
You
Oh,
see,
yeah, she
you
is.
see from 500 feet away a tiny little roach arm between two hands.
Hozoot is not going to immediately share this information with everyone because he is so distraught about his little friend. He's gonna cast Goodberry and try and like shove a Goodberry into the roach's mouth.
And that's what finishes them off.
Roll. Wait, no, you need to roll. You need to roll a dexterity check.
Okay.
Well,
Like a sleight of hand, or
Actually, I want a strength check.
oh god,
Get a low one, get a low one.
You want it to be low.
I think you need a low roll
that's really good.
in a bad way.
Athletics.
Yeah.
Have a -1 modifier, and I rolled a 2, so it's a 1.
Nice.
So with a one,
gentle.
with insane precision, you are able to break up this Goodberry and just
Peel the skin.
slowly put it into his mouth without crushing his head. Insane. It was a reverse skill check, and that's what I wanted. It was a low number.
Yes.
So he basically rolled a 19 and we got
Exactly.
a dirty
That's
20.
exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come back to us, sweet prince. Come back.
As you stroke him,
As you stroke your roach.
as you stroke the
That
roach,
sounds so dirty.
yeah,
In so many ways.
you see his little mandibles start to, as the Goodberry touches the inside of his mouth, you see his little mandibles start to move and grab it as it rejuvenates him, and in an instant he is, oh, you saved me! You have resurrected me, Lord! Oh, I must tell the others! Like he's ecstatic, like
Miracles such as these are a small feat for Hozoot. Go, tell your brethren.
flies away with like crazy speed, like you hear him like just shout it in in the telepathic roach, like you just hear him, but he is shouting all over the place to every insect that will hear him that he has been saved by Hozoot, the Lord himself, the God bringer of all cockroaches, the biggest one of them all, has spared his life through his grandeur.
I like to imagine the camera like dollies back as the roach sails into the distance, revealing Hozoot in the foreground as his cape billows behind him. He takes a beat, sighs, a job well done, and then turns to his allies and instantly begins telepathing. That's the Empress.
Just like, oh, I thought.
Have your
Oh.
puppets come out yet?
Yeah, no. I feel at this point I'm probably wrapping up.
You're in the third act.
Yeah.
Like,
As part of the play, when they realize that it's about them, that's whenever you're like, and then the Empress comes out to disguise as her handmaiden.
Man,
oh, do you do that? That'd be interesting.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I was gonna
That's when they're like,
roll-
is it about us?
I was gonna roll to see how well I keep my cool. What's a keep your cool check? Would that be
wisdom
performance?
save.
A wisdom save?
Yeah.
Your composure, yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Composure. Yep.
10.
You're able to.
Middling.
You are a performer through and through.
Yeah.
And with your crazy performance,
So I might have hiccuped.
yeah, that DC
But
was pretty low. And
yeah.
and once again, you're performing with your hands and the sock puppets, so everybody's looking at that, right? So they don't notice any pause in your thing. But Luke, make a perception check.
Ruby Rod, thank you for the $50. Thank you for the super chat. Super green.
Ruby, you're not gonna be able to go and floss in
my man.
paradise.
Ruby, that is so generous. Thank you so much.
God, I love
I love it.
I'm watching that.
Every time you do a super chat, Ruby, we just gonna just throw out all the lines from that movie.
I have
I
no
can't
mind.
help it. yeah. Make a perception check again.
Ooh.
Well, no.
Okay.
It's Hozu.
You know what? This time I am going to take a chat roll.
Rolling bad.
I will let you know that the DC's lower. Actually, roll with advantage.
It's not that low. I did roll it with advantage. I get perception with
really dying by the roll tonight.
I'm gonna take this nice one of these ripe 19s for a total of 28.
Okay.
Whoa.
So now, clear as day, Hozu, you hear the calling of your name through a very familiar telepathic bond. But the number of other Thrycreen saying it is like 30,
Oh no.
and they're close.
Hozoot has not felt fear in a long time.
And I still don't
Feel
know.
like, I feel like we all kind of get the shivers.
Yeah,
right?
you're
Like, if
it's
we're
not so much
through-
a word that you hear in your mind, but you get that. I imagine like you get sort of like a almost high pitched, unsettling warble in the back of your mind that just kind of sets you
Get the lighter.
uneasy.
Oh my god, guys! This is off topic. This is how I know I'm getting old. Is because Alex has a fancy lighter for lighting candles that puts out a high frequency noise that I cannot hear, but Caleb can hear from across the house. And
It's one of those like atomic lighters.
yeah, exactly.
Like it.
So,
That's how I imagine Caleb here. Ennui hears that in his head, and he, with his awakened mind, he almost uses awakened combatant on you and does damage. But he's like, Hozoot, what is happening?
I believe Hozoot's people are near.
And that's bad.
Like more of your followers?
The Hive. They found me.
Ooh, bad.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a great thing.
Time to wrap it up.
yeah.
And I I kind of drive home and kind of pull down the facade of my performance a little bit just to make sure, and I'm kind of meeting the princess's or the empress's eyes when I kind of deliver the final lines of the performance.
Does the empress have
a
new group?
Wrap it up.
So as you finish, she smiles, and she kind of gives you like a look. She smiles, and
Yeah, I give her a look and a smile.
and she bows deeply.
Roll for Riz.
And make a persuasion check.
Ooh.
We have chat rolls. We have
Yeah.
a couple
what
19s
are,
and a.
What are our numbers looking like?
That has been hot.
Hey,
I'm gonna take.
you can't take them with you, so
Yeah.
Sorry.
A persuasion, you say?
it's like use them all up tonight. So that
I'm gonna take a 15 for a 20.
Okay. As the look is shared, the guard that came out with her, actually, he picked up on it on your underlying meaning too, and as he goes to step between you and draw his weapon, the princess puts an arm on him and says,
I cast Eldritch Blast.
"No." The empress puts an arm on him and says, "Hold. Are you referring to the politicians and oligarchy in my kingdom?"
Yeah, fuck those guys.
And she contemplates for a little bit, and are you the people on these wanted posters all over the city?
I don't know about your post.
As I try to tuck my owlin feet into the into the dragon that I'm under.
I don't know about your posters, but plenty of people want me.
Ooh.
Yes, I'm sorry.
I don't know why I do this.
Turn it off, man.
Like the full 180. Like, yeah, it's
I'm
me.
an idiot. I'm sorry, Your Majesty.
God damn.
Also, there's a bunch of bugs coming. I don't know if that's a thing we need to worry about. Hazoot, is that a thing we need to worry about?
Ozud is very worried.
We need to worry about a bunch of bugs coming. But also, yes, the politicians are bad.
We could potentially handle the bugs.
We will.
I'm messaging Hozu before I say this out loud.
Yeah.
Ozud has not faced them since his escape.
How big are these bugs?
wait, I'm still far away, so I
Yeah, no, but me and the Empress, I'm not hearing any of this.
I'm still not back yet, I don't think.
The Empress
Might be coming back around. now.
contemplates for a little bit,
Was I went within range?
and then she says, "What proof do you have?"
Of the bugs?
No, of the treachery in my ranks.
Team?
I have a quick question.
Huh.
So, Awakened Mind says you and the chosen creature can communicate telepathically with each other while the two of you are within a number of miles. Blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
Says you understand each other, you must mentally use a language the other knows. Could I communicate pictures telepathically? Like, I know message is a
Yeah.
little bit more.
I would say so.
Strict with the wording.
Yeah, I think its verbiage is different.
If it's
Yeah, you whisper a message.
yeah.
Yeah.
If anybody has
You want to show the
what is it, minor image,
Oh, I have minor illusion too.
minor illusion?
Yeah.
If you want to do that, yeah.
I think I'll step up with Abzaniel now next to him, and I'll minor illusion. I guess
I saw it. So if you wanted to
Yeah.
connect to me and then minor illusion to them, what I'm giving you,
So when she
Okay,
asked me if
yeah.
I have
the
proof,
Tupac hologram.
of what I saw.
I would turn to my crew, even Hazoot, and be like, "The gig's up, guys. We're here to deliver the message. Let's deliver." And I kind of take a knee
Mhm.
and go fully I am, as open hands, zero aggression.
Thaumaturgy. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
No,
I'll continue the talking.
No.
No, I stopped.
Yeah.
And you'll kind of see, I've never described it, but I guess you'll kind of see like an eye start to open up in the middle of his forehead. And then Ennui will be like, and he'll shut it again, but he'll still form the awakened mind connection.
Just like, oh.
Okay, just show me what all you saw when it came to the politician. And then, as it's coming through, as the pictures are coming through, I'm essentially like, because I imagine minor illusion is literally a specific illusion.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing is minor illusion, and I'm trying to go as fast as I can, so it's like a video playing.
Okay. Yeah.
Frame by frame.
Roll me Arcana.
I think you can move it.
Animated.
You can move it more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it can deform and.
I just find it. An Arcana.
Yep.
17.
Okay. You're able to
backspace of a
replay the exchange between these oligarchs and how they were like laughing at the Empress and like how they were saying like, you know, she really has no power.
Yep.
And things of that nature. As you finish, she bows her head. She brings the guard close, and she whispers something in his ear, and then she turns back to you, Abzaniel, and she says, "You are no longer wanted."
Now the rest of you know.
She says, "You are no longer wanted." And
you see Abzaniel deflate.
Yeah. I have cleared your bounty. And if you need, she pulls out a whistle, and she hands the whistle. She'll hand the whistle. Not to you, Abzaniel, to you, Tish.
Oh,
because you were the one providing the evidence.
Whistleblower.
Yeah.
Oh.
Exactly. She hands you a whistle, and she says, "When you blow this, the guard will come down."
The one that just went off?
A single guard?
A contingent of my guard.
Or capital? Right. Okay.
Will it be tough for you to use the whistle with your beak?
Your beak.
Yeah. I don't know. Will it be?
You'll figure it out.
I have thaumaturgy. Yeah, I was looking to make sure I had it. I was like, I can just.
So she hands you this, and she says,
I have elementalism. We can put a breeze.
she says, "Now I have business to attend. I must take care of this contingent of so-called oligarchs."
By this point, Badger's like, kind of like just rolling in and ask a clarifying question. Do you mean you, as an Abzaniel, or the royal you? Are we all still wanted? And
Your whole group has been pardoned.
Oh yes.
Nice.
Ozuda's here as well.
He becomes visible again.
Reads out from the bush and appears.
And at that, I'm gonna like kind of be like, "Thank you, ma'am," and I'm gonna blow her a kiss and a bow, and I'm gonna just kind of like.
It is at this point that you are a guard comes and shows y'all the way out of the palace.
And while we're walking, Tish is just curious about the whistle. So when I blow this, is it you that hears it and comes, or is it the closest one hears it? How do you know if it's already been answered?
She doesn't answer you.
No, I'm asking the guard. Like as the guard's walking us out, I'm like, do you hear it? Like, how do you?
That is the Empress's emergency whistle.
Oh.
When she needs protection, she blows it, and we are honor bound to come and help.
Oh.
Could we like blow it as a test? Or
Is it a one-time use?
No,
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
it is a one time.
Guess the Empress can only get help once.
Look- How much? And the guard will look at you and say, "How much do you know about Sojit and its history?"
Ooh.
Next to nothing.
Excitingly little.
Exceptionally nothing. It was a one.
Our ancestors came here on the back of a great turtle. As such, our guards practice defensive maneuvers. When you blow that whistle, we'll come set up a turtle.
On the back of it.
Nice.
And he holds up his shield.
I was like okay.
So once per day, or one-time use, you can blow this whistle as a bonus action. Some nearby Sojishan guards will come and set up a turtle, like a phalanx shield interlocked.
Okay.
Cool.
And it will provide you and two other people, only you and two other people, 3/4 cover until those guards get.
Get knocked away.
Yeah, exactly.
So they
That's really cool.
You've made me harder to hit, Brett.
Yeah. Okay. As we start to move out
Yeah.
and out of the palace,
What time of day is it?
the guards we're getting towards nighttime.
Okay.
The guards see you, recognize you, and let you pass freely. You have the Empress's blessing.
I'll go invisible in front of the guard we met.
We've ditched or I've like packed away this dragon thing. Probably ditched it because it's too big to pack.
Rip dragon.
But I'd like to think Badger's just kind of like strutting past him, and he gives him like a "What's up?" as he keeps walking.
Do you have the goy?
Yeah, and I would have.
No,
I
I didn't
didn't mention this, but when I kind of
That'd be
took a knee and like was like, "Look, princess, like or empress, I know the jig is up. Like we're just here to deliver this." I would have dropped this guy's self,
Okay.
and been my true self.
Your like level of scrutiny and everything from the guards and the infamy levels that I was talking about previously, y'all are back to 0.
So
Oh,
this is.
Oh, nice. We were on
Y'all
like
can-
3 before.
Y'all are on 4.
Yeah.
So y'all can walk around freely. Nobody's looking for y'all. You don't have disadvantage on any stealth or anything like that. And you're ushered out of the palace. As soon as you get out, I need everybody to roll perception.
23.
17.
19.
What is it? I'm sorry.
Perception.
It wasn't made of sugar.
15.
12.
Okay. Everybody is now getting the goosebump pimples. The creeps, the chills are running across your skin as you look up and you see that the storm that you saw previously is now right on top of the city.
I'll take this moment to be like,
Like above the city, or like kind of like just about to get.
And do we notice anything, knowing that it's not a storm?
with y'all don't know that.
Well, I would have.
But
I would have
I'm
seen under the
sharing.
dragon. I would presume.
Oh yeah, you would.
Yeah, but
But
knowing
I'll tell the others at that point that it's not like weather.
natural weather. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, what can we discern what it might be? Now that it's like on the city, are these the bugs?
I mean, cause right?
Yeah, I turned to
feeling the
dude.
high.
I'm
you
following your
you
lead,
don't-
man. Is this?
we hear a
is this
buzz?
problem?
No, you don't hear buzzing. You don't think this is the hive. It seems like a small contingency that they sent after you. And
Not anything this
like I said earlier, about 30 of them.
Okay.
But the hive is like
yeah.
tens of thousands. Like it's crazy.
But it is
Yes.
a small grouping of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But this is not them. This is something else. This is
Hmm.
you know it's not weather, but you don't feel. You just have really bad omens about this. Like
What direction is it coming? Is it coming from where we fled, like that direction of the town, or is it coming from a different direction?
no, coming from the opposite direction.
Oh.
Coming from the east.
From Benar, like the area, what would be Benara?
If you were to draw a line from the way it entered, the storm cloud entered, more from Zashatan,
So a little bit more south, I guess.
would be north.
North? What's it, Gene?
Zashtan's the left.
Nara is like this. Oh no. Yes. No. Further north. You're right. Sorry.
From like Cauldron, like Turasil.
No.
He's saying
Zashatan.
from Zashatan.
It would be coming from south, I think, is what he's saying. Like,
Like
southeastern.
Sorry, yeah. I was
Oh,
trying to say
It's
the
going
opposite where,
north.
like,
Yeah, it's going
Yeah,
north.
you're from,
got it.
and this is where it's coming
Got
from.
it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
going
no
northwest.
more than.
Yeah, no more less than
I rewatched that episode. the other day.
4 degrees north.
Forgot about
Yeah.
that completely.
Morgan.
Okay, well, anyway, I would like to. You'll see Ennui kind of begin just kind of like. Actually, you probably won't see this. What you'll see is just a small black sphere beginning to appear in the middle of the air as Ennui gathers shadows, and I'll throw a mile in the direction closest to the cloud. Clairvoyance.
Whew, what an arm.
Ennui is strong.
And you just can see in the cloud.
Yeah, wherever it is, he can see, right?
Yeah, I can use it to see or hear.
As if he's
I don't
there.
necessarily want it in the cloud, but like if I can get as close, like I just want to see what, if it's a cloud, if it's
Making it
a
up.
bunch of little things, if
Oh,
it's
roll a perception
thundering or
check.
lightning or.
Roll a perception check. With advantage.
Anyone?
Okay. Even being closer to this cloud through your senses, it is almost striking dread into you being this close to it. You don't see anything because it is like, imagine like piercing black inky darkness that
It's like a
is,
void.
you can't see. As soon as your vision gets to the edge of it, it's like it disappears.
Do we know about the obsidian breathing
No,
dead multiversal dragon?
No.
do not.
Okay.
We just know
Oh,
that
I'll switch. Sorry, bonus action. Switch it to hearing. Do I hear anything?
Yes, you do. You hear the scraping of metal and the torrent of like a tornado almost of wind.
Wind whipping. Yeah.
I think we're about to know.
I'll effectively communicate that to everybody.
So as you leave the palace, and I'm guessing we're heading to the Thieves Guild as the night starts to go later.
Oh no.
Yes,
I'm
especially
running
if the
away
Thieves
from
Guild
the
is-
storm as
Yeah,
fast
is
as
in the
possible.
opposite direction of the storm.
Huh?
Especially if the Thieves Guild is in the opposite direction of that storm, yes.
It is in the opposite direction.
Great. That's what. Yeah. We'll go
I got an idea, guys.
And then I kind of just tell them that I want
Yeah,
to go.
let's cheat.
But before we
Oh,
go
yes,
in,
now that we're not wanted anymore, let's go to the Thieves Guild.
so you said that you said the Thieves Guild doesn't like me. So
I didn't say they don't like you. You just weren't on the best terms with them.
okay, so
I wrote in the notes
you-
they don't like you because that's easier to type than.
You operated in the
Nuanced.
city without their blessing, and that, while they're not gonna like kill you on sight, it might feel like you owe them something.
okay, then I'll go in as myself. If not, Badger was gonna disguise himself as his cousin Otter, and enough to where they could like.
Sure, an otter.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll go in.
So as you can imagine, the way to get to the Thieves Guild is like back alleys, like back alleys. Is
Bloodstained handprint.
exactly. There's a secret door here that you got to cross. You got to say something. You got to say like a code word or what have you.
Press a button on a coffin. And
As
Yeah.
you
Exactly.
are,
Come on.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
as you are as you're walking and you are going through these back alleys, you get to a particularly dark area, and as you traverse this really dingy looking alleyway that's just filled with trash,
Can we short rest in the alley before we go in?
multiple thigh creams were hanging against the walls in this alleyway now reveal themselves and come
Multiple hozoots.
multiple hozoots. They were all like clinging to the wall like cockroaches, and as you start to pass, once you made it to the middle, they all let go of the wall and drop down.
Hozoot, tell me your followers got bigger.
telepathically they reach out to you, Hozoot, and they say, Hozoot. And it's weird. It's like a bunch of people talking at once.
Unison.
Yeah, in unison. Hozoot, it's time to come home.
no.
Your plea is futile.
Do we hear? any-
Ozut will not listen.
I don't hear this.
Oh.
Ozut would sooner die.
So while they're talking to you too, they are probing at your mind, okay, to see like what you've done, like begging you to share what has happened.
Zoot, are these friends?
They're all just, for y'all, it's just staring daggers at them, and they're all just looking.
Just antenna twitching.
Yeah.
Zoot.
So close to
This is a lot of
casting.
suits.
His antenna can continue to twitch, and his eyes are locked with these thrycreen. And as Tishnan begins asking what's going on,
Mm-hmm.
Hozoot just holds up one of his smaller hands.
Okay. How many of them are there just for
30-ish.
Oh my! Right now they're all here. Okay, I didn't even realize it was all of them.
Yeah.
Don't strike initiative, you guys.
So what you think? You say
Hozoot would sooner die than return home.
Anybody else?
you
Oh no.
you don't belong with these people.
Hozoot's thread would say otherwise.
You belong in the collective.
Ozoot's got a taut thread.
The collective got along fine without Hozoot.
You are the missing puzzle piece. All are necessary. When you cease to be necessary, we will remove you. So at this time, they're probing your mind a lot. Trying to break in. Can you give me a wisdom save?
So good at these. So good. So good at these. That's a natural 20 for 23 total.
Okay, so this is an interesting dynamic. You have an opportunity to attempt to influence this cell.
Okay.
Your followers did get bigger. Holy shit!
Or religion expands.
Or you can let them in and let them experience the things you've experienced. The joys like at the carnival, the excitement, the starting your own religion and being the god and raising your followers, like the world, the things outside of the collective, right? Outside of the hive.
Friend horse that you met.
The world that has been kept from all of them, right? Or
You just leave it closed off.
you can leave it closed off and attempt to dominate their minds.
I think Hozoot would not attempt to dominate their minds. I think in a weird way, he maybe he feels like they are happy to live that life, but it's not for him. He's not going to take that from them. Instead, if it's possible, I imagine these telepathic communications are somewhat like just having a normal conversation with someone else. And there are nuances to that. And I think Hozoot would try to show them certain experiences, but keep the core of him tucked away and hidden. Almost like a surface level conversation rather than giving someone your whole life story. Does that make
I got you.
sense?
Okay. What kind of role? What kind of role, Hozoot?
I think it would be a perception or survival check, and not just because I'm very good at those.
Okay, no, I agree with the survival. Even though this is a width
Okay.
of your mind, okay?
Yeah.
You are almost bargaining right now for your survival outside of the hive.
Okay. That is a 26.
Oh, okay.
17 plus 9.
This is what everybody sees. Everybody sees Zoot and the rest of these strike rings face to face, antenna to antenna, intense looks on their face. I mean, Hozoot, you always look intense, but this is more. This is even more. And there's almost a battle of minds going on here. As each one of these strike rings and talking in unison in your mind, while also feeling at the edge of your consciousness, trying to see what makes you different? What makes you want to stand out? What makes you not want to be as part of the hive, the thing you were born to be? And as they are probing that, you almost open up the edges of your mind to them, and they all of a sudden are thrust into your emotions that you feel.
It's like the path of least resistance.
Right.
Yeah.
It's almost like you set a trap for them. By feeling the edges of your consciousness and your conscious mind, you've let them come in and experience something that maybe was one of the driving forces that made you leave in the first place. And almost like somebody experiencing daylight for the first time, they're kind of shocked and in awe collectively. What do you tell them? What do you tell them as you do that?
The world is full of experiences like these. Each person holds a different fate, tied to a single strand. You all are destined to do the same thing over and over, the same amongst each other. But I am here to tell you that it could be different if you so desire. Ozut has found his own way, his own fate. And if you would have it, Ozut wishes that for you as well.
They physically like take a step back from you, all of them. It's almost like you've almost put soapy water in the middle of all these dirty and all of them just take a step back. We are the hive, Peach. We can't not be like you. You are not the hive anymore.
Ozut was never the hive. And it is okay if you still want to be.
That's a nat 20.
Yeah, it looks like they still want to be.
Yeah, they collectively, you feel them talking to each other, right? And conversing. And there's like dissent, which is weird.
Yeah.
Inside of the hive, there's even in the cell where there's 30 of them, it's like they are in unison, but there's dissent happening between them. We have decided you shall remain.
Ozut thanks you for your open minds.
You have followers?
Ozut has cultivated many relationships.
Cultivated.
You have your own hive.
Ozut does not see it as such, but in a way, yes.
We will help you before we go.
Ozut will graciously accept any help.
So
they offer.
as they say that, you see them stand back, and all you see, all these Thrycrings in unison lift their heads straight up, and you hear this clacking.
Cast it.
Like, yeah, you hear this in unison.
I channel divinity orders demand. No.
Ozut has 4 arms.
Yeah.
Each one of them is held up like this at each one of you.
Hold on. As they start
for me.
Yeah. As you see their antenna all kind of fan out, and all of them lift their heads, and their mandibles start to click and clack in kind of a unison. It's almost kind of beautiful, and then all of a sudden it stops.
Perfect time.
And you hear the beating of wings. And as you look up, you are enveloped in a swarm of cockroaches.
Yes.
When you say you mean him or
No,
all of us?
all of you. That's how many cockroaches it is.
Oh, he is.
All right.
I missy step.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I thunderstep out of there.
Not only your very devout followers, but also like more cockroaches than what you had before are now swarming around you and swarming around your party. And they say, the Thrycreen stop, and they say, and you understand that they have like relayed to them that y'all are a hive now.
Yeah.
That you are together.
And thou shalt eat of day old pie and dung upon the ground, says I, Lord Hozut.
The one
Who needs his own story?
yeah.
Yeah.
In unison, all of the Thrycreen look at you, and they say they look at you, and in your mind you hear, "Your hive thrive." And then they all turn, and you see they go up to the walls, and then it's almost very subtly they kind of blend into the walls, and you see them kind of scurry away, clinging to the walls.
Whoa.
As you're left alone in this alleyway.
Spitting a cockroach. She's like, that was
All the cockroaches, all the little ones are still here.
The danger has passed.
disturbing.
Cool.
So, to the Thieves Guild.
Need several bats.
I'm looking around for any of them carrying a wooden sword.
Where you at? Where you at?
This is my grandfather's blade.
Hozut, as they
So
leave,
Tuck does have dice.
Yeah.
Pause.
Dang it.
yeah, the cockroach has a little ice ring. Yeah, Hozut, as they leave, you feel relief. You knew that it was almost, you were almost destined to return to the hive. You knew it was only a matter of time before they found you and brought you in, but you have shared your experiences outside of the hive, your individuality with this group, and they have accepted that you have started your own hive and have your own pod, if you will. They won't bother you anymore, and they have instructed your roaches to, once per day, a target you can see within 120 feet, you can swarm them with your roaches,
Okay.
and it will give them disadvantage on everything for 1 round.
Okay.
On checks, attacks, exactly. Yeah.
Whoa, Swarm Keeper to the max.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay.
You just give them like
Hozut will make good use of this
disadvantage on
power.
everything, as roaches crawl all over their body.
Do not get on Hozut's bad side.
Okay. So now we're going to the Thieves Guild.
Yeah, and at that, I'm kind of like, okay, guys. And then I just like kind of like right behind us is a door, and I'm just like,
And the door slides open.
no password, just go right in.
Invisible.
It was the knock.
The knock was the
Knock
Okay.
was the password.
It's
Yeah.
very okay.
Nailed it.
That's a
Don't
very
be fooled by
specific
my
knock.
very normal knock. This is a very password.
As you kind of go through a couple tunnels and a couple other different alleyway, like as you go lower and lower underground.
The box
Um,
downstairs.
Yeah. As you go lower and lower underground, eventually you make it to this almost like a sewer system, but what is obviously the sewer system and pipes and runoffs and things like that is quickly replaced with a bustling trade depot that is immaculately clean and has been sectioned off from the rest of the sewers. There is a market where fenced goods are being stolen goods are being fenced and traded, and kind of above it all on a dais is the throne, if you will. It's not really a throne. It's much more like a chaise lounge where the gilded jackal sits. He sits up there and overlooks his kingdom. You know that he just takes a rake out of everything that goes through this place, which makes him money. You also know that he has a thieves challenge where the people, nobody's ever really finished it.
Well, I'll finish it.
What do you do?
I'm gonna turn before we like fully walk in. Just gonna let everybody know. Just be like,
Well, hey guys, I don't know if I told you, but they don't really like me here that much. But I think we'll be okay. Just let me handle it.
and at that I'm gonna like just walk right in and be like, "Hey, yo, Jackie!"
As he walks in and says that, I immediately turn around, look at everybody, and I go, "We are so screwed, you guys."
So fun.
Oh yes.
You yell from down up top
Mhm.
for the Jackie.
I'm like, I'm here for your challenge.
I'd say you got it and give him a bardic.
Okay.
We race for pink slips.
Raise the pink slip. All right.
Yes, we have this to offer, and I throw the dragon that we're no longer wearing.
Roll intimidation.
How many bardics? Oh, God,
Your proficiency bonus.
3.
You get him back on a short rest.
Almost 4.
You know what? We got 2 of them. I'm gonna take a chat 19 for a 19.
Okay. As you say you're here for the challenge, this market with like 50 people in it just goes silent as you scream with your small stature, but you make a loud noise and intimidate the leader of the Thieves Guild, and he just laughs. And everybody just erupts in crazy cheers as they immediately start packing in all their wares. Everybody's screaming. You see somebody run up and start saying, "Taking all bets," as another guy opens a chest and he has a board and it says like room 1, room 2, room 3, and then it has odds. And then he goes and he leans over you. "What's your name?"
The name's Badger.
And he writes Badger and he looks at you and he writes 20-1 like on the thing. And as
he's writing that, I'm kissing like my biceps, and I'm
know-
not noticing like at all that.
and he looks at you, he's like, "You don't know how odds work, right?"
20-1 that I'll win, right?
No, that means you're definitely gonna lose. Like,
Yeah.
and I just still don't understand that, like,
Yeah.
they're all rooting against me.
yeah, exactly. Like, the higher the number, the worse you're gonna be.
Dusting off my shoulders.
Okay. So the crowd erupts and they start cheering and they start pushing you. All the vendors have just like closed up shop. Everybody has put that aside, and now they're all walking, kind of pushing you. The crowd is pushing you up towards the Jackal's platform.
Before they take him, as he's going up,
Yes.
I would like to. Or I guess right as he gets up there, I'm gonna yell after Badger. You can do this. Do we know what this trial is?
No, I'm just really hoping it plays into my strength.
We know. You want to know everything we know about this place? This is the Thieves Guild. They're not a big fan of Badger.
Well, I'm gonna give him one like little
And the Jackal.
help, but I don't know what I'll do. I guess I'll do.
I'm hoping that a lot of my proficiencies have to do
Pat
with.
him on the butt.
I'll do bless.
so.
Yeah,
Get him in there.
I'll do bless as he comes up. I'm like, okay, let the weave guide you, and you feel you have a D4 that you can add to
D4,
any
you
roll.
got
You got bardic.
And I'll give it to.
D6.
I'll also give it to myself and Abzaniel, because I feel like we might be the ones to.
He's
Your
always
fear.
spouting his mouth off, doing something.
Hey. Your boy can't do a lot of things, but your boy can thieve.
So as the crowd kind of swells and grabs you and pushes you up towards the Jackal's platform, you're safely deposited like at a table in front of his lounge, and very like just opulently dressed, dripping with jewels and the finest silk clothes. This guy is just the king of this kingdom. Like, he rules this underworld. Ultimate power. And he looks at you and he's like, you are going to take on my maze?
Yeah. Is there anything? Never mind.
History check, if you want to know about the maze.
Well, no, I was just gonna ask if there's anything that I can steal, like if there's any like gems or like gold on the table. But
There's like his gold on the table.
Yeah.
Like, and you can see plenty of like weights and checks and balances and weights and things like that.
no, history check on the maze. History check on the maze.
Oh, you're gonna steal some of it?
Yeah.
Oh, right in front of him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they don't like you.
You're like, no, and then take the stuff and run out. Like, I'm not here for the maze.
Dips. No, more of like a show off my ability, like oh, you didn't notice, but I already stole like a.
There's a quarter behind your ear.
Oh, look at that.
I do not know about
You
this
can add a
maze.
D4 to that.
No, I'm gonna
You
save
can
it for
also
the
take
maze.
rolls.
No, you can add it
Yeah, you
until
can
the
keep
spell's
adding it
over.
over.
Yeah,
and
bless.
over.
Oh, okay. So
Everything.
it's not a one time. Then
You have
Yeah.
don't you have a heroic?
Ten.
yeah, I ain't using that.
You've heard of this maze. You've heard of the challenge. You don't really know too much about it. You do know that at the center of this maze there is a prize, and nobody's been able to claim it.
Cool.
So
Till Badger.
back to Jackal. He's like,
Jag off.
Good old Jaggle.
back to the Jackal. He's laughing. He's like, and who challenges my maze?
I'm gonna just look at him and just say, Badger. Don't like me? Like, does he know of me?
See,
Like,
if
will
he
he
remembers you.
Will he at least have
Yeah, I
like
did.
heard of me?
Yeah, he remembers you. Badger, a lowlife pickpocket operating in my city a couple years ago. I remember you.
I'm gonna just like
You-
arms folded.
Yeah, you still owe your tithings.
Screw your tithings.
Well, and then he'll gesture to like a whole bunch of like thieves that are just standing on the side as they come around you with a bunch of knives, just like,
I'm like, okay, well, how much I owe you?
I was about to say, I'm like,
so he
I
looks
got
at
his
it and he goes,
tithings. If he
like-
doesn't want to pay his tithings, I'll pay his
he's like,
tithings.
I think, let's see, it was 10 gold, but it's been 3 years, 2 years. You've been on the drip this whole time. It'll be 50 gold.
Okay, so I will.
Okay, I'll give you 50 gold. I'll bet you another 20 gold plus that 50 gold that I beat your challenge.
You do have little hairy cojones, don't you?
They call them stones where I'm from.
You're going off now you're going off 40 to 1. Feel free to make a bet.
Actually, I lie. I'm gonna bet you an additional 17 gold because I have 67.
Do everything.
Feel free to make a bet.
So he's gonna
I will take my if you lose, I will just take all of your money. If you win, then you'll make 40 to 1 on that.
on his 67. So he's betting
Yep.
all of it.
Yep, all 67 gold. Yep.
So I'm still invisible right now.
So when you make the bet, you see your odds come way down, because when people bet against you, like your odds go up. Your odds go up, and if when people bet for you, your odds go down. As other people are starting to bet now again.
He locked that in at.
He did.
40
He
to
did.
1.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go. You'll be dead in a moment anyway. And I
You
suppose
can die in this challenge. All right.
nobody's ever finished this challenge.
I didn't know if it was like a time challenge or.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
The time is you finish it or you die.
Okay.
So I guess the time is the rest of your life.
Let's do it.
however short that might be.
Whisper to number, what is it, 27 at this point?
Oh,
24?
no, I think we're on 20. I think it's 24.
What?
24?
Yeah.
Oh, you're yeah.
I think it's 24.
Who's just constantly invisible, just following me around, looking for something to do. Hey, can you mechanically just give him the help action? Follow him invisibly.
You got it, boss. I'm gonna do it, man. I don't get to get blown up this time. It's great.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, I'll be 48 too. Yeah.
Good job, 24.
Um.
And I send him off with.
Okay. You are ushered to a giant.
Before he gets without 30 feet of me, I would like to awaken mine with him.
Okay. You're ushered to a giant portcullis, an iron door, that is massive. You stand there with Jackal and his like 40 thieves behind him, all with knives to your back, pretty much. And he says, well, I would wish you luck, but you're just gonna die with it anyway. So I'll keep my own luck. And he pushes you through the door. As
Before it starts, can I tell him, just make like an offhanded comment about how there is a big, Imsford army approaching and that it will be bad for their business?
A big multiversal dragon.
he has his hands on the door. He goes, I've heard of this, but roll a persuasion check.
You can add your D4.
Okay.
Roll the D4.
Oh, wait. Duh. You said D4. Don't add 4.
That's pretty much in perpetuity until blessings.
It is a 4.
There you go.
13. Wait. Persuasion?
17.
No. I rolled a 9
He added
plus a
4
4.
instead of
And mentally, I was thinking it was just
okay.
plus 4.
Yeah.
All right, so
And I rolled
13.
4.
Yes, I've heard.
Empties my mistakes.
Yeah. He looks at you and he's like, yes, I've heard. I've weathered many storms. I'll weather this one. And you like, what a, ooh. The door locks behind you. And you're in a very small room with the door in front of you. As the rest of you are ushered, following along behind the Jackal, up to a stadium,
like viewing platform.
viewing platform from above. And as Badger, as the light, yeah, as the light kind of floods into your area, as you look above, through a grating on the top, you can see hundreds of thieves and other people betting on you, spilling grog as they're like, I bet he doesn't last to the first room. And you also see your friends. And the Jackal turns on all of you. The Jackals turn on all of you and say, no more help. And he looks at his men all draw blades and like hold blades to you.
I mean, we're pretty far away from him to be able to help.
I know. With
If there's-
spellcasters.
Hozut believes the only ones needing help after this will be you.
Woohoo! A lot of money lost.
To be
This whole
clear,
time, I'm like flexing and I'm taking it all in.
Okay.
we can see the maze. Like, we can see, like,
Yeah, funny you should say that. As you open the first door and peer into this next room, and as all you view it from above, you see nothing. Just endless, dark blackness.
us two.
And how far? I know they said not to help, but how far is he from us?
He is, roughly like 100 feet below you, I guess.
Okay, so that very much limits what potential help we could give you.
Yeah, something like that. He would just be
This is
like,
like an arena. Like we're
Exactly.
looking down into
Correct.
like a okay.
yeah, and like all of the people are like around the edge of the
Yeah,
top
yeah.
looking down like, like catcalling and
So
stuff.
we're 20, 30 feet up, but the arena could be hundreds of feet in diameter. Or
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah. Gotcha.
These rooms are pretty big.
I'm just trying.
Tish will be
Mental.
playing with copper wire the entire time, just like feigning like a nervous tick.
I'll if
What do you do, Badger?
So I can't see anything.
The room is completely dark.
I'll try to get your attention and tell you to put that away. Ish.
Stop playing with yourself.
I can talk.
A room full of shadows.
Okay.
Just don't shoot me. You can still do it.
I
give me a perception check.
Okay. And I was also gonna ask, as Dylan, Druidcraft. I would need a candle, a torch, or a small campfire in order to light it, right? Because you instantly light or
You
snuff out
probably have a torch in your belongings. Most adventurers packs come with that.
Inventory, you might just.
Even if
wanna
you
light
don't,
a
it's
torch,
totally
you probably
fine.
do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got torches. We all got torches. Torches are like cell phone cameras.
Yeah, you have one.
Okay.
Or cell phone
Well,
flashes.
I'm gonna.
You can add the D4, but I don't think that's gonna help you that much.
I'm gonna take a 16. You said perception.
You can still roll the D4 and add it if you want.
Standing at the
It's +6, 23.
standing at the front of the room, the light flooding in behind you, as you try and peer through the darkness, you're just barely able to make out some wispy ghost-like shapes floating through the room.
Okay. Well, and then I'm gonna like take out my torch and use Druidcraft to light it. So I have some light.
So you strike your torch, and as soon as you strike your torch, almost as if the inky darkness reaches out and snuffs your torch.
But in
Okay,
that
so I
moment,
can-
do we now kind of have like a
In the
glint of-
in the
yeah.
instance that his torch lights up, you see several figures moving about the room, almost barely silhouetted against the darkness.
And do I like in that instance?
The
like, I see
jackal-
them,
the
but
jackal-
Do I see where I need to go?
The jackal yells down, "Tick tock!" And then as he says that, like the platform that you're standing at the entrance, you start to see like spikes are coming up from the ground behind you. What do you do?
Well, how did I see where I need to go? Like in that instant?
Yes.
Then I would like to Misty Step towards there.
Okay.
That's good.
As you misty step, you have to see where you're going from this.
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, if
What's
it
What does
like
the spell
if
say?
it comes out, it says
have
an
to-
occupied space that you unoccupied space that you can see.
I mean, you could try to like light the torch
Yeah.
again and then Misty Step in the instant that it's on, but
That's a good point.
I will say that in the instant that your torch was on, you could see about 30 feet into the room. So you want to go there? Okay. As you and you teleport, you're now in total darkness, surrounding all of your senses. Do you have dark vision?
no, I do not.
Okay. Oh no. You're now in total darkness, and you feel things moving around you. What do you do?
Roll a character with dark vision.
Otter's here. No.
Half brother.
Yeah.
He's crossed with something else.
Yeah,
that
something's
has
got dark vision.
I can dispel magic.
So like,
And they would definitely know something if you did that. Yeah.
sorry, give me a
So
second.
spell magic is
My
around.
nerves are getting to me. I turn around and go to the bar for a
Like,
drink.
I thought this was
He
something
said
to
we're
do with
100.
stealing. So, and I can't tell what's around me. I'm just gonna have to like kind of push on,
Okay.
right, and just
roll
like
just
kind of like feel my way.
roll another perception check. Or actually, are you doing it stealthily?
Oh yeah. I mean, if I know that there's a shitload of ghosts in there,
Yeah.
Or whatever,
you
I'm
can
trying to
feel them
see.
moving around like
Yeah, I'm-
in your area.
I'm doing it very quietly and like.
Okay, roll me a stealth check then.
Don't forget about your robe of serpents.
Also,
Oh yeah, I know.
so
I'm saving them
is
things.
there no roof on the room that he's in? Is that how like we're able to see this maze?
There's like a grating
a
over the
mesh,
Oh, okay.
like the yeah. It's like the octagon, or no, not the octagon. What's the
You can still roll the D4.
WWE one?
Yeah.
where there's
You roll on everything.
a cage?
I think it's just a cage match. Yeah.
Cage?
27.
I think so.
Oh, it's your 27 stealth. You close your eyes. They're no good to you anyway. And as you close your eyes, you let your senses feel out in front of you. Your feet slide quietly on the ground as you barely touch the ground, using your wings to help you fly, being as quiet as you can be. And as you move forward in the room and you hear the spikes coming up in the back, you're able to make it to the far end of the room while avoiding each one of these specters floating in the darkness. In front of you, as you put your hand up against the wall, you feel a doorknob, and then above it, a lock.
Hmm.
You have thieves' tools, so you.
Oh yeah. Okay. I will pick the lock.
I need a sleight of hand check with disadvantage.
Because you can't see.
Can't see it.
You have
He has proficiency in thieves' tools.
locate object.
Me? Yeah. But we don't know what it is that he's going for. We just know there is something there. I thought about it, but
arguably.
Don't shy away from those chat rolls, man.
Yeah, about to say you
Yeah.
got.
Well, if it wasn't,
They burning all
I
these
don't need to
rolls.
take a
They
big
don't
one, though.
need more.
No, because you got a good plus, and you can add that to whatever you take from chat.
wait, I can still add the +4 even though it's disadvantage. Or I mean the.
Yeah.
You're gonna need more rolls.
And you got the bardic.
Well, I have a
For your-
+11 in sleight of hand, so I don't need to take too much.
Have heroic.
I'm gonna take a D8, so I will.
That'll be 11 plus whatever.
11 plus 11 is 22.
Nice.
As your hands feel the lock and you're able to mentally draw on a picture of what this lock looks like, and you feel your tumblers as you silently pick them, you hear a very light. And as you make that click sound, that was the only thing that gave it away. The door opens and you feel the presence of all of these ghosts turn towards you. What do you do?
Can I like run in and like do I have enough time to just run in and shut the door?
Yeah.
And lock it back?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do that.
As you
Hopefully they
step into this new landing in room number 2.
Yeah.
As you step into this new landing in room number 2 and you shut the door quickly behind you, the
Quickly and
crowd
quietly.
the crowd erupts like in this crazy like loud chant as the jackal is just like sneering above you. You hear some of the people start to cheer your name, Badger, 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 Badger. So
Can I find the one guy that was like, I like to think that as I do it, the one guy that was saying that he bets I wouldn't make it through the first room, I like reach behind my head and I flip him
you
off.
give that guy the finger. The guy looks in shame because he's gonna lose a lot of money. Right?
That's that kid's older brother.
Before you,
Heard you voted for John.
yeah. Before you is a dimly lit hall. With roots and vines traversing the ceiling, the walls, the floor. And as you go to take a step off of the platform, you see some of these roots start to slither and slide like snakes. What do you do?
Pick them up, put them on your robe.
Replenish.
Also, don't forget you can just like innately fly.
That is true.
Are they on the ground, all the roots, or is it like on
They're
the
like
ceiling?
they're on the ceiling, the walls, the ground, and they're like strung across every which way.
I only said that just because I saw you looking at your spells and flies.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it's something you can do, but it's also a spell.
Part of me wants to. I'd like to first cast Unseen Servant and just command him to like try to quietly like go down this hall just to see what happens.
Are you ritually casting?
Oh shit, Drew.
If you ritual, it takes 10 minutes, or you can just like hard cast it.
You weren't in
Hard
that
cast
other,
it.
you weren't in that other room like more than a couple minutes before the floor started spiking up behind you.
Nothing wrong with hard
Which,
casting.
If that is the case,
I'm a hard caster.
If that is the case, your bless is gone.
I'm not. Thank you for the information.
Oh yeah.
I'm not doing any of
What
that.
are you doing?
I'm gonna just quietly fly forward.
Okay. Give me an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics, I'm okay at these.
You don't. Your bless is gone.
Oh wait, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bless only lasts for a minute.
Oh, I
It's
got you. I
pretty-
got
it's
you.
pretty
So
Bless doesn't
20,
work that well outside of
30, 20.
As you fly forward, you're able to kind of zip and zag through. In your small stature, allows you to make your way in and out of all of these writhing tentacles, if you will, covered in thorns. Once you get to a certain point, towards the end, there is a wall of thorns that almost senses your pregnant presence and like violent
Stingers.
As you get towards the other side, there's a wall of thorns that senses your presence and whips out at you. I need you to make another dexterity saving throw. This is not an acrobatics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
23.
Okay. You just barely get out of the way as one vine comes in, second vine, third vine. You're dodging out the way, and as the last one comes,
In midair.
as the last one comes in, you're able to deftly roll over the top of it as it connects with the other vines and gets tangled, and you are at another door.
Does this one? I can see that this one has a lock that I need to pick.
It's not a lock.
Oh, it's just a
lock.
doorknob. Yep. All right. Well then, open the doorknob.
As you open the door and make your way into the third and final room, there's a huge crowd, a cheer from the crowd, and everybody now is chanting your name, Badger, Badger, Badger. And guys, y'all look over and his odds are like 5-1 now. Like people are changing their bets, are putting contingent bets up against the ones they put up earlier. In the last room, as the light from above sheds in the room, you are greeted with your own reflection. And for a moment,
Trust him.
you look to your left and there's another badger. You look to your right and there's another badger. And then as you cast your gaze forward, there are thousands of badgers.
Room mirrors.
Yeah, well, so can we tell from up here at a different perspective that it's a bunch of mirrors?
Correct.
Oh. Well, I guess first I can't tell that they're mirrors, right? Or can I tell that they're mirrors?
You can tell they're mirrors.
Okay.
After a while, you can tell. It's almost eerie.
It's been days before I realized.
It's almost eerie to you because it's like you've done some bad things in the past that you're not proud of, and now you're faced with many copies of yourself staring back at you.
Yeah.
You'll hear in your head, "It's okay, Badger. Keep going."
Are they like in my way? Like, can I tell, like, do I see a direction I need to go?
There is a path that it starts to go, but as you start to step forward, you immediately hit a mirror.
Okay.
We tell from up
See a
here,
path?
a better path.
For you, the same is kind of the same thing. When you look down there, the reflections are all popping different directions, so it's hard for you to tell, like, what is the actual way. It just
Probably
looks like,
actually losing track of which badger is badger.
right, exactly that too. Yeah, the badger. What do you do?
Badger, just look at the floor.
Oh, my one weakness.
You look at the floor and you see up your skirt. Oh! There's a mirror on the floor too.
Okay.
Badger, 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 mushroom, mushroom.
As you
What?
I'm sorry. I couldn't help it.
as you sit and contemplate what to do as you move forward, you see the door. See the door that you just closed behind you also had a mirror on it. And as you're thinking, you hear a drip coming from behind you.
A drip.
Yeah.
Can I?
Gotta get the hell out
If
of
you
there.
turn,
Oh.
if you turn and look, the mirror is dripping little drops of reflection onto the ground as a puddle is starting to
Okay.
spread from the ground.
Oh, I do have a
Wanna
candle.
touch that puddle.
Weird question. So this is the third room. You said this is the end. Is there like an obvious like the hallway's over here? So clearly the door has to be You understand
Like
what
we
I'm
at least know where the exit is. We may not know the path, but do we know the exit to this room?
You can see the far side of the room. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It's up to Badger to figure out the way.
That's what you were asking?
Man, I'm.
Yeah, but I was more gonna
What
tell
you
him
do?
like.
I
was actually
guess.
on the
I mean,
left this
but you
time,
said if I
but
walk
if it-
forward, I'm just bumping into mirrors.
Well, the first time you did.
Okay. Well,
Now, you got to figure out a way, something to lean on to.
I'll just
skills to
kind of
lean on.
close my eyes and like I don't know how tight they are, but I'm just gonna like feel my way like this, and like if it's like a hallway or something, just I'm feeling it.
Trust your eyes.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna like go forward.
Never heard
Give me an insight check.
Badger hasn't heard of that. Oh, insight you said?
Insight.
Sorry, chat.
Don't know. They're happy to help.
A +6, so.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to like how much. All right,
I
whatever.
say to
Give me a 16
whoever's
for a
got
22.
a telepathic link with Badger, I say tell him to mark the mirrors. Does he have anything on him?
Oh, that's not a bad.
Mm.
Oh,
And mark the
You
mirrors.
could,
Like,
use
do
your
you have
torch to,
chalk?
like,
Do
soot.
you have a piece of chalk? Do you have a sooty, the sooty end of your torch? You can.
I do have
mark the
oil.
mirrors. Oil and
oil work.
But I don't know that. So.
No.
Well, I'm telling
that's okay.
your
Yeah,
link.
that's telling me.
That's earlier why. That's earlier why I said use
I'm
the floor
telling-
trick.
Yeah.
Because I can talk to you.
As the puddle begins to grow and starts moving, pushing down further in the maze, you close your eyes and you start to feel your way through the maze. You at some point pull out your oil and start marking the ways that are dead ends, and eventually you are able to somehow make it to the end without any incident or without the puddle of mirror catching you. Before you at the end of the maze is a long hallway. At the end of that hallway, a guillotine. And through the guillotine, you can see floating in air, in moonlight, is the Jade Dragon's Eye. A green carved stone that looks like a dragon's eye.
You said it's above the guillotine?
No,
It's like
Or like through it, I gotta get through it?
Through the guillotine.
Okay, well, I will. Do I see like does this guillotine like is there a rope?
There's
Like-
not a rope.
Okay, never mind. I was gonna try to
And one
Set it
thing,
off in
one
a
thing
distance.
as you approach, one thing that you
just
notice,
have mage hand hold it.
instead of holes for your head, there are 2 holes for your hands.
Wait, and I have to stick my hands through this thing to get
the
the
What do you do? As you turn and look, the puddle
So I
is now
sent.
creeping down the hallway as you stand before this guillotine.
I'd like to cast mage hand and grab the.
As you conjure your mage hand, as soon as it hits the opening in the guillotine, as soon as it hits the opening in the guillotine, it just dissipates into mist.
Oh, there's like a magic barrier. No magic pass through.
Well, then
Not
I guess
bad
I
idea.
think I'm being set up where like I have to stick
Yeah.
my hands through this.
As
like a
as
test.
you are standing there and the puddle is getting closer to you,
I'm gonna just go stick my hands in and try to get this thing.
you place both hands. You place both hands and you hear a disembodied voice booming from above. It's the voice of the jackal. Answer my riddle or pay the ultimate price of a thief. And as he says that, like a guillotine blade starts sliding up from where your hands are and is moving up towards the top.
Can they hear this riddle too?
Oh, like it's lifting and getting ready to drop.
Oh, I'm
Right.
sure we can. I'm sure
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
playing it to the
I wasn't
crowd.
There's
sure
a
if it was, like,
booming
just in my
voice. Yeah,
head
there's
or-
a booming voice, and he says, I am not a thing, yet I can be seen. I am not a sound, yet I can be heard keen. I have no weight, but I can be felt. I am not a place, though I can be dwelt. I am the answer, but also the lack. You seek me, but find no track. What am I? I'm gonna start a real timer here.
Can you?
Oh no!
Okay,
Can you
wait.
say it
okay.
one more time?
Wait, yeah, okay. Can you say it one more time? And I also want to bring
Said
something
I'm a
up.
thing, but
Say it one more time and include the answer at the end.
Yeah. I'm gonna type it out.
All right. I will repeat it one more time, then I will start my timer, okay?
All right.
I am not a thing, yet I can be seen. I am not a sound, yet I can be heard keen. I have no weight, but I can be felt. I have not a place, though I can be dwelt. I am the answer, but also the lack. You seek me, but find no track. What am I? Do not Google this.
No, I'm just typing it in the thing so I can reread it.
As the ching, 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 this giant blade, jagged edge is pulling up. Chink, chink. Chink, chink, chink.
Oh my god, this is tough.
Walt.
I mean, that's a good one.
Here, seen.
Is it past?
I feel like time is the answer to so many riddles,
Time,
and
yeah.
this time fits. Losing track of time. Because
Dwell in. I mean,
can
you can
dwell
dwell
in
in time. Yeah.
Can you feel time?
Not. It's not. What was the last
What was
line?
the
It's
last
not
line?
the answer.
You seek me, but find no track.
No. Okay. What was the answer line?
It's
Not the answer, but what does it say?
That's what it said.
I am not a thing, yet I can be seen. I am not a sound, yet I can be heard keen. I have no weight, but I can be felt. I am not a place, though I can be dwelt. I am not the answer, but also the lack. You seek me, but find no track.
Oh no.
Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking. I'm thinking time.
Time makes sense.
What are you guys over there?
Time's a
Two
classic.
things, because I want to finally say this now. He also gave him the help action with his imp, so I don't know if the imp is still like a thing.
Okay.
Thoughts. You can dwell in your thoughts.
Mhm.
Your thoughts won't necessarily give you an answer, but they may give you a lack of an answer, because it's just your thoughts. You can feel your thoughts. You can hear your thoughts.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
Yeah,
that's good. I
that-
think that's better.
That's better than time. Time's just my go-to for every riddle ever.
I feel like I have to say something or Brett's gonna chop my hands off.
I cast detect thoughts, and I tried to read the jackal's thoughts.
Okay.
There you go. We're gonna brute force this thing.
You said I know who has the answer.
Wait.
All you get is,
saving.
man, I really hope he figures it out. I don't
Rolled
know
a
this.
nat 1.
Yeah, I would like to read
His surface
thoughts.
thought is nothing.
He can so he gets surface thought without a save.
You learn what is most on the target's mind right now.
He probing deeper is the failed save, though.
It's nothing.
As a magic action, you can probe deeper into
Is
the
the
target's
answer
mind.
nothing?
If you probe,
Is the answer nothing?
I think the
Yeah.
answer's nothing.
answer's nothing.
Oh, he's not a thing. Okay, nothing.
So you telepathically send
Yeah.
that to him? Okay. As you
Imagine it's like, it's nothing. No, he's gonna cut off my. It's nothing. No, it's my hands. I'm gonna lose my hands.
As you whisper the word nothing, you hear the guillotine reach the top and it drops. Shing! And as you expect to pull back nubs, the top of it unlocks and the way is
Double birds.
is open to you.
And you see number 24 split in half as he tried to prevent
Little guy.
the blade from falling.
25's coming, boys!
And he dissipates
well.
back to the pocket dimension from which he came.
Step into the next chamber and grab the jade dragon's eye. And as the crowd erupts in cheers, and everybody is cheering your name, you are then ushered back out and into the room with the jackal. Well, it seems you bested my maze. Now give me my prize.
Your prize? Where's my prize?
You'll leave with your life.
I mean, 2,680 gold.
Yeah.
What was that with the
Yeah,
odds? The
it's
40 to
2,000
1?
Yeah, 2,068 gold. You
And
owe
I-
him 50.
Yes, you just pay him.
So he owes you 2,000.
That's right. We had a bet, but am I not a thief? And then he laughs, and all the rest of the thieves are laughing with you.
Oh, I thought they'd be on my side. 'cause
No, they're they're laughing with him.
Oh man.
You do.
Hazud thinks you should steal the money and get the hell out of here.
Yeah, the money should be like on the table, right?
Yeah, there's money on the table.
Okay, then yeah, slide a hand this shit.
Let's
I
book
mean-
it.
You can smash and run, yeah.
Well, I mean, first I'm gonna kind of like appeal to like all the thieves and stuff around and be like, y'all are gonna take this from him? You see how he treats us?
All the other thieves are like, he pays us.
What's he pay you?
It's like
Obviously
and
not
he doesn't,
much.
and he doesn't kill us. So, does anybody else want to
Does
do
he
anything?
go back on his bet on agreed bets?
He is like totally going back on this.
No. I'm asking the audience.
Oh, yeah.
General crowd. Like, is this a reputable
How big is this
gambling
room
hall?
that we're in? Also.
It's,
Yeah.
The platform of the dais is
Yeah,
not
screw
that
the
big.
threats. We're.
Would you say like a
right
30-foot
here.
radius would cover it all?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I am going to cast compulsion.
Hey.
I need a wisdom save. I need a wisdom save from all of them.
Okay.
I like this.
All of them within the range.
I was like, I will go invisible. and steal the gem.
Okay.
I don't know.
I kind of rolled for
Yeah.
a bunch of them, and a bunch of them failed.
Okay. Did he fail too?
He failed too.
Okay. Cool. They're charmed by me for a minute, so and as a bonus action, I'm gonna have them walk away from me in a horizontal direction. They have
Okay.
to do it to the safest, so I can't have them walk off the balcony.
Some of them did not get charmed. So in this crazy hectic moment, more than half of the people got charmed and walked away from you.
Yeah.
And the other half are like, what are y'all doing? What's going on? Oh, he did something. And like all craziness breaks out.
I'm like, grab it and go.
Time to go. Time to go. Time to go.
I need somebody to roll like, I don't know, like 5D100 to see how
5 D100s.
to see how much gold you grab.
Okay.
Well, let's each roll a
Each roll a
D100.
D100.
Exactly. And then, because you
Hey, I don't know about you guys, but I got deep pockets.
exactly, if I roll a D100,
got
that's how much
93.
money you
Nice.
grab.
Oh, rolling three.
And as you run out of the room, because you charm so many of them, it's very easy to run through the charm people and get away, right?
You only have a minute of the charm,
With
but
the other people
I'm
chasing.
like having them
As you run out and find your way back to the sewer and start to find your way back to the top. As you return to the surface, the sound of crashing stone assaults your senses. The sky is inky black and roils with dark rolling clouds. Then you notice it. It's eerily quiet. The cries of laughter and joy from the carnival, nor screams of terror of the falling stone. There's nothing. Eerie
Oh shit. This
silence envelops you. Not even the hum of the city.
Jesus.
Somebody give me a perception check.
I'll go for it. I got advantage and a +9.
all you, buddy.
Super perceptive.
That is 26.
At the end of the alley, you spot two people walking slowly away from you. What do you do?
Ozud is gonna try and mentally speak to them. What is happening? Where are you going?
You get no answer.
Can we tell how they're walking? If they're like walking menacingly or like
I think you got to get a little closer.
I would have to say, can we see their threads? from
Threads?
here?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
They're good threads. They're taut.
they got some
Doesn't
taut threads? They could just be supposed to be bad people.
Oh, wait. We saw all the Ims. No, one of them
You
didn't. One of them didn't have a taut thread, right?
Are they walking towards the direction where the cloud was coming from, or does it not?
Walking towards the middle of the city.
Oh god.
I'm I'm chasing after them.
I'd like to go try to
Yeah.
pickpocket.
The
Yeah.
only ones there. He hasn't had enough.
Once you catch up with them, you notice that their gait is slow but steady. Their eyes are milky white, caught in some type of waking dream. You follow them only for an instant as you are joined with hundreds of others suffering from the same conditions, all moving in unison towards the city's center, the place y'all were just at, towards the palace.
This feels wrong.
Oh, no
You
more
all
steps.
get that feeling of goosebumps on your skin as you blend into the crowd and you notice the faces of children with their faces still painted from the festival and smithies with hammers in hand. A deafening cacophony of horrid noises starts to grow as you clear the walls of the palace courtyard. There, upon the demolished remains of the palace, an ancient undead dragon sits, spewing his breath down on in a never-ending stream on these civilians.
I'm in danger.
The maelstrom of obsidian weapons rend the people as they walk willingly into his embrace. On the other side, the same people transformed into walking dead. High above, the archmage enchantress, or the archenchantress Omnisnatch, sings her siren song, tempting the masses to accept the release from their mortal coil. And below, tied to the sky with the blackest thread any of you have ever seen, a smoldering rider in brimstone armor set aflame on his mighty nightmare steed. General Broyle patrols the courtyard, skewering the occasional commoner for fun. And as the dragon turns and makes eye contact with you in the crowd, his eyes flash yellow, and now all three of their gazes turn to face you. That is where we'll end this session.
Oh God! It's happening!
That's
So now we know about the dragon.
Well, guys, that escalated really quickly in just about every way I can possibly imagine. If you're interested to see how all this ties into the main campaign and how it ends up, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next episode. The next one is going to be a big one. It might just be the finale. So we hope to see you there. But until then, go out there and make some chaos. Bye!
Right on time.
Woo!